Alright, we're up. Possibly.
Alright, so, we're up.
Yeah, we're up.
Okay.
Damn, I need to fucking pay attention more. It's the fucking
Are you
old
awake,
intro.
class?
And fucking, it's like showing that it's playing, even though I don't hear shit. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just play one of the new ones off the new album.
Ooh, so everyone got a sneak peek into there. Official sneak peek off the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holler's End.
New dead.
Fucking straight on Halloween, too.
Woo!
Already have it reserved. It's funny, too, because, like, the Halloween album, Holler's End, is fucking heavy. Like, it just, it's a continuous flow of heavy.
Nice, okay.
And then...
Yeah, it's definitely different.
Yeah, the fucking, A Farewell to Night's Eve, which is going to be the Christmas release, is kind of like the acoustic, softer side, but still fucking mentally fucked.
Dope.
Yeah, it's going to be sick.
Can't wait.
So how you guys' week's been?
Shitty.
You know?
Shit. Crap.
We stay optimistic, people.
Sorry, everybody. I kind of feel bad, actually. Mine's been pretty good. So I'll just shut up.
Well, I just found out that even though I've been doing this research study, excuse me, I still might have to have surgery for my cancer.
Really?
Yeah.
You found that out today?
No, when I went this past Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
But I have another doctor's appointment that's video this coming Friday before Soul Snatchers, and I'll find out my testing results that I had done this previous Wednesday, and find out what they're going to do.
Damn. Okay. Well, fingers crossed for you. Shit.
And I have people
I don't know.
constantly and try to freaking kidnap people, which is lovely. Very annoying.
Something's in retrograde.
And you guys all know what happened with me this week.
Yes.
Yeah, it was straight shit.
Not
only on top of that, he died the same time when my mother-in-law fell down in the hallway, stopped breathing. That's why we had the ambulance here.
Yeah.
it was the same exact time he died. I didn't know until the next day.
Well, it was
Makes
messed
no
up
shit.
too because like Patrick's wife's grandpa passed away on the 11th, on Saturday, last
Yeah, I
Saturday,
saw that on Facebook.
and so did my friend from COVID. I'm like, what the fuck?
Mm.
So like, it was like a death week.
Yeah.
I've been drinking.
Yeah, someone close to me just got over COVID.
Right.
That's like the upteenth close call I've had. Man, people in my life have had it. I don't know. My mom got it pretty bad.
Yeah, my
She has a
dad did
pacemaker.
too.
That's why I was worried about her. Did he? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Plus, he had
Yeah.
lymphoma on top of it, so like he had
Yeah,
cancer.
that's the thing. If you have any kind of like, especially any kind of like lung-based or heart-based thing on top of it, it gets dicey, dude.
So, if anybody's new to the show, I'm DJ Shadow. We got Caleb, who is the lead singer MZ on here. We got Michaela from
What's up?
who's playing with her fingers. We got Mr. Dead Dreams, our
Yeah.
Reaper. We got our lovely ladies from Soul Snatchers in here. So, if you guys are welcome to the show, you wonder what this is about. Basically, this is like Caleb came up with a good summary for it. This is like The View, just a more pissed off one. And you'll actually get everyone's opinions.
Yeah, the dark side of it.
Yeah.
Also,
No filters.
Yeah, no filters. But we don't put down people unless people put down others, and then we make you we celebrate you for being a dickhead.
Then we make you our bitch.
Yeah, we make an example of it.
We do. We make several examples.
Because we're all about trying to help build somebody up, not tear them down. And when we see that in others, nobody deals with that.
Oh no.
Yeah. Don't bring that bullshit.
So if you do have a topic you want to talk about, go ahead and put it in a comment. Tell us how your weeks has been. If you have a question for somebody certain, we even got Sean Curtis from 53 who's hiding in the background.
There he is back there sitting all chill.
Yeah, he's so white and shiny. That's the only reason why you can see him.
Oh, God, what topic do I want to talk about? Went down a YouTube rabbit hole today. That was fun. Just footage of mushroom clouds, just like nuclear bomb tests. I don't know why. Got real fascinated with that rabbit hole today. Well, I'll tell you what, I actually, one of my favorite musical artists is Lustmord. He's like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Lustmord. He makes dark, he makes like dark ambient music, right? And like, every album's kind of like a different theme or a different environment or a different thing. So like one of my favorite albums of his is called Trinity, and it's all based around the atom bomb. And on the first track, it's got a sample of Dr. Oh God, what is his name? There's one of the like physicists that was there, like when they tested it. But he was talking about a piece of like Hindu scripture that came to his mind when he saw the kind of damage it would do. Talking about like, now I become death and destroy the world. I fall asleep listening to this album almost every night. So I guess it's like implanted itself in my psyche. So I just started like looking up that quote, and then that sent me onto like, archive footage of like, recreations of like atom bomb tests. Like they started doing them in the atmosphere before they started doing them on the ground. I didn't even know that,
Oppenheimer?
So, yeah. Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Robert Oppenheimer.
J. Oppenheimer.
Yep.
Yes. J. Robert Oppenheimer. Yes. Yes.
Probably Googled it.
Yes. I'm glad somebody did it. Yeah. So, and a very famous quote. Anyway, yeah, there's like, he uses a sample of it in the first track. He kind of stretches it out and drags it. It's fucking nuts. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I get in trouble. I get in trouble with YouTube myself. I end up like, I do these music submissions, and don't get me wrong, I'm trying to help a lot of people out by going through, but there's just some music where you just want to die.
It's the Wild West, man.
So you end up straining from there, and you go in over some other music, and you're clicking through your music that you like, and then you end up creating a playlist, and then you realize the playlist you just fuck yourself on because now you're about to drink in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like everything I played at the Underground show on Friday is the list I legitimately fucking have that I started drinking to after.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Dude, that was a good show, though, man. There was some good jams on that show that night.
it took you for a ride, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It did. Definitely.
It's pretty much what
Yeah.
I do with
Got
the
my new playlist here soon.
Like if you're
fucking
drunk,
cryptic
don't listen to
scripture.
Dead.
Cryptic chaos.
Like if you're drunk, it should be on a warning label on Dead CD. If you're drinking,
Yes.
you're in your emotions, do not listen to my music.
Yeah.
That should
Yeah,
be the
no, I can't.
parental advisory.
Yeah, I love your music, Dead, but if I'm in a funk, I can't listen to it. Just
I know nobody can, dude. Like
like
nobody.
Worse.
Like everybody's like, if they're in like a shit mood or just really sad, they're like I got told from my friend because I had asked her to listen to the EP, and I'm like, "What'd you think?" And she's like, "I like it, but it's sad and sorrowful." I'm like, "Okay." And she's like, "It's just too real."
It is.
Like,
She definitely put people in her film.
she's like, "It's too
Sorry,
real.
I got-
It's too real." I'm like, "I know. Great. That's exactly what I wanted to hear."
Because, like, your music, MZMZ, like, a 7 or 8 other bands is on that playlist of the shit that I've been listening to lately. So it goes from like independent to mainstream artists to independents again. It goes from like metal.
Mine
hip-hop.
doesn't even go on a genre, to be honest. Like you guys only heard half the list because the other half probably belong to 6 other shows. I mean,
Mm.
Right.
Well, that's
So,
what happens
I
with
mean-
when I do the Cryptic Chaos show. Like that in itself is like a rabbit hole because I'll start adding stuff to a playlist, and I'll only get through like a quarter of the playlist I made,
Yeah.
and then I'll just continue on to the next week. But it never ends.
Yeah, but the playlist I'm making up right now, it's huge as shit. It's probably gonna be like 70 songs at least.
70 songs. He has 365.
That ain't
And he
shit.
goes through. I go through
When you're-
that in an hour.
When you're going through shit, though, your playlists get longer, and you make more playlists.
Especially
Yeah.
like
At least
the
it's
play-
true for me.
like the playlists that are over that we have for each show, you can actually find over on our YouTube page. So you see
Yeah.
our review and stuff. So like if you want to know what the week's going to be, it's most likely going to be something from that playlist that's registered to that show, which we're going to be updating again because I have like all the playlists I have 710 different playlists. Well, like
Mhm.
900,000 songs on each one. And that's now from amazing artists on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram that are coming up and noticing that what we do and what we can do for them, and they submit their music to me, and I tell them I'm going to promote them. Not, oh, just drop your link here, you'll see it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
none of you guys' amazing music fucking anywhere, and so I kind of get pissed off that people bait people in with stupid posts like
Send
that.
a professional email. Oh, dude, it happens to me too. You know, because I curate that the First Angel Media Spotify playlist. You know, which God, I need to update. I've got like 6 or 7 things that need to go on that now. But you know, I share it to a lot of groups. And dude, you would not believe the amount of bands that just drop a link to one of their songs on Spotify as in the comment section of the playlist. And I'll even say in half the posts, to be considered for this playlist, submit to First Angel Media, send an email here. And they don't. They don't. No, they
Yeah.
drop their link right there in the comments. And I ignore it.
See, I don't ignore it. I just recopy what I said and paste it to it.
I started doing that. I did that twice, and I was like, nope, too much work. Fuck it. I'm too old and grumpy. I am in the one strike and you're out phase of my midlife crisis right now, y'all.
Right?
It is what it is.
I'm also getting to the why did I walk into this room age.
What the fuck am I in here for?
Why am I here?
Talk about that.
What was I looking for? Damn it!
I know it was important. Now I have to go pee.
I can't
Well,
find
that's important.
anything. Can't find the fucking thing I was looking for. Shit.
Well, like, okay, well, look at
You're like,
this.
it's in your hand. You're like, motherfucker.
So, between my laptop and my keyboard is supposed to sit my guitar amp, right?
Yeah.
My guitar amp's in my car right now because of band rehearsal yesterday.
Yeah.
And I have at least 5 times gone, fuck, I need to go out and get my guitar amp, and then got distracted by something nowhere near as important.
Hey, let me paint that.
5 times today.
You're like, ooh, piece of candy.
You need to write
Ooh,
it
a
on the
piece of
next,
candy.
You need to write a note
Ooh,
stick
piece
it on
of
the
candy.
next string.
I know. And it is 8:25 p.m. Central Time, and my fucking amplifier is still in my trunk. I have left my house once today to go get a lighter, and I didn't even bring in the amplifier.
That's funny.
That's old man shit, dog.
And go into another room and remember what you originally went back to the other room for.
That's the only way to do it. You have to use Murphy's Law against itself. You have to, I was like, I'm going to walk downstairs to the kitchen so that I remember why the fuck I walked upstairs to my bedroom.
See, I can't do that because once I walk into the kitchen, this becomes a murder scene. Because now I walk home this way, and now I'm hungry.
You're like, I don't know what I was looking for, but fuck it, I want a sandwich.
I'm gonna have a sandwich. Depends on
Yep.
what I do that day, because it could be one sandwich, or it could be like one sandwich, 4 pizza pockets, a whole pizza now in the oven. I got
Right.
french fries cut, the oil going. Got egg rolls in the oven. I mean,
That's the other thing I did weird today. I ate like every 2 or 3 hours, but just little small things like a bowl of cereal or a sandwich or a beef and broccoli bowl or a fucking just glob of peanut butter on a spoon or what. Just like sat on my ass in a fucking chair all day and just actually treated it like Sunday. Look,
what's that?
Dead can't even do that. He's gotten up 2 or 3 times in the last 30
Right.
seconds.
Like, yeah.
Whoa.
So we do got
Smoking
Sarah in the
things.
comments saying what's up.
What's
definitely
up,
want to
Sarah?
say thank you to you and her again for blasting that last week's problem, and the whole
Oh,
everybody
yes.
was on that. Also
Yeah, well,
yeah, I also want to thank you guys for all the, everybody checking in on me and making sure everything was okay. About the issue, having respect
it.
about it. Definitely appreciate all the love that I got. It did help. I was just too angry to talk to anybody.
oh yeah, dude. I mean, that's yeah. I mean, I completely know those feels. Like I didn't want to. I just kind of walked around. Like when Dusty died, I remember the first week I just walked around in a fog, and I didn't want to talk.
It's like your
I
nose.
was
I
mad
was
about having to be anywhere.
Yeah, I was like lost, like stuck in the brain fog. I know I had to do stuff for Dad. It was about to come close to the show, and I'm like, Dad, I can't do it. Like, I didn't know what emotion it was. It just, I felt like a bottle about to fucking erupt. And if somebody said the most dumbest thing to me, I was gonna hurt somebody's feelings.
It's basically like rage and numbness at the same time.
Like,
yeah, well, I think it's like when you have pain that's that intense, it manifests in one of 2 ways, or sometimes both at the same time. It manifests as rage because rage is less hurtful than grief. So rage is like a secondary emotion. It's like you don't want to feel the grief, so your system converts it to rage, or it converts it to numbness. Either way, it's like a biological mechanism in your brain trying to make you not feel it so that you can function. You really can't function. I mean, you can function in the sense of like sit up, like stand up, sit down, eat, sleep, take a shit, go to bed, brush your teeth, whatever. But like, as far as like trying to do extra things, yeah, dude, it's for that first week or so. You kind of expect you're not gonna get a whole lot done, and be okay with it.
What was mentally fucking about this whole thing is the person who supplied him with it, because was doing it with him, was our own father.
Fuck. Damn.
And then he's walking around trying to get money for his, like, you piece of shit. You should stop having, like, my youngest sibling. I'm 32. My youngest sibling is 6 months.
Yeah.
I have 52 siblings from
That you know
Same,
of.
Wow.
same father.
That
Like
you
no
know of.
shit.
Wow. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like I got like when I started this, my wife was like, "Oh, there's this weird lady rating you," and the next thing I hear, it's somebody who got pregnant by my dad, who
Holy
knows
shit.
nothing about her family and wants to learn more about it. I'm like, Jesus, it's like Dog, and he's not the famous one. I'm getting all the kids. I mean,
Fucking hell, man.
like the youngest
That
girl
guy-
who got pregnant was 18,
Oh, Jesus.
and he is
Well, that guy's missed some life lessons.
he's 55 years old.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
So it's very devastating. So you know that that's what pissed me off even further because one, you're already a shitty parent.
Yeah.
Let's just state
Damn,
that.
man.
For two, what parent in their right fucking mind, even one on drugs, would let their son do enough to kill themselves?
Man, you'd be surprised how many shitty fucking parents there are out there, you know? Like, just from days of teaching, how many, like, household situations I've seen this guy. It's a point where it's hard to surprise you anymore, man. But it's like, yeah, dude, there's a lot of shitty fucking parents out there.
So, like, my biggest fear is, like, if I did, like, an interview, I'm not saying that any of the interviews were going to say this, but, like, for instance, somebody stuck on the topic of drugs, I think I would have flipped shit. Because
Yeah.
it was just,
Yeah.
it was just too
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we just avoid that
No, for sure.
completely. I just take over and be like, all right, dude, fucking do your thing.
Because, like, I wrote him, I'm like, I'm panicking. I don't know what's wrong with me. All I know is that if I do something, it's not going to go well at all.
It's like one of those moments where you
Yeah,
just want to
you-
slap somebody and be like, get a hold of yourself and fucking stop it. Take care
And
of
that's
your
ultimately
shit
what you have to
and then
do.
come back.
You have to stop, because it'll just get worse if you don't. You know, like you have to stop and then come back. Kind of like, you know, like I don't know if you guys heard, like Faith No More had to pull out of a bunch of dates, including Knotfest, because Mike Patton's going through some mental health shit.
Yeah.
You know, and I completely respected that decision. You know, because like we don't need any more like Chris Cornell or Chester Bennington situations. You know, it's
No.
like, no more legends dying. Like, please, yes, go get better and then come back and, you know, melt our faces. But go fucking get better, you know.
Yeah, because
So-
like what people gotta understand is when you view somebody else, whether they do something fucked up or not, if you don't truly
Yeah.
know that person, give them the chance first, not the doubt. Because if you give
Definitely.
a person a chance first, they're better to reach out and fix their shit than somebody is that's being tortured and not being
Yeah.
able to, talk to anyone.
Yeah, well, and they even said, like, you know, on the band's website, they said, we are absolutely certain that if we go forward with these dates, it would be totally destructive to Mike's mental health, you know? And I'm like, nope, can't lose Patton, man. He's one of my fucking, like, 2-3 top idols. Nope, go get better, dude.
Well, it's funny,
Like,
the older you
you know.
get, the more you realize that you need that. But when you're younger,
Yeah.
you could give a fuck less.
Yeah, and well, especially like I think of an artist of like around his age where he came up at a time when he was young and they were kind of like nurtured to not give a shit, you know, and
Right.
just behave in really tumultuous ways. And you see a lot, whether you participate in it or not. You know, I mean, I know he kind of missed the groupie and drugs thing. He didn't really do any of that, but you still see a lot, you know, that I think you don't stop to process until you're like older and then it fucking catches up. Like, Jesus.
Oh yeah, sometimes it catches up with you while you're still young too.
Sometimes it does. Well, and like, you know, he said the pandemic was what really cracked him, you know. I think that's true of a lot of people. I think we all got to know a lot about ourselves during that time when we were shut down, you know.
Not only that, it's like a lot of people who don't have no one who's used to going out in public and talking to others to have that sense of sensibility can't do that no more. Or if they do, they get judged for it. And that's why another reason why I created this was to commit a place where everyone can feel comfortable, come and shoot the shit, and be themselves. You know, everyone has something unique to give. And that's what I want to see in people. That's what my team sees in others.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's only really. Go ahead.
Like the whole concept is basically, we would want no one to ever feel alone. So even if they want to come on the show with this, they can really come on the show with this. My team will send you the link. Somebody will send you a link so you can come on to the show. You can just say hi. You can talk to us about what you want to talk to. But the only what people are not getting is the only concept we really stick to is we don't tolerate ignorance. I've seen a lot of that, and I've banned a lot of people. I'm not going to give them any more rent in my head, like you suggested. But the only thing is that's the only time do we ever.
Yeah, we deal with enough of that shit day in and day out of our normal lives. We don't need that here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
you can't even get a fucking thank you anymore for holding a door open. I mean, fucking seriously. Yeah. Like, it just makes you want to grab the motherfucker and yank him outside and be like, fuck you.
The bigger you guys get, the more things like that could potentially happen, you know?
Yeah.
But,
oh, yeah.
It's the shit sickle. It's the shit sickle.
Keep pressing on, man. You know? I used to take down a lot of the trolls on like MZNZ page ads and shit like that. Nah. Again, I had the old man shit hit me about like, nah, that's too much. That's too much work. No.
Just write one word, asshole. Put it on repeat.
It's like auto reply.
So girls, how have your weeks been?
I might need duct tape and a shovel. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah, I saw that post you put. Like,
not only that, their show is going back to 2 hours next week. The fans know what happened because I tell them a detail by detail about what happened. She came up missing. You guys found her with the cops. She was brought home safely. So your fans got to know why you guys weren't there. So they know they were with you every step of the way. A lot of them were praying that she was found faster. So as a parent,
I was panicking the whole time.
I was having miniature heart attacks, and I'm like, this cannot be happening. This don't happen to me. What the fuck is happening?
I can't imagine that level of panic. I mean, I can. I just don't want to.
For the others who don't know, like, as parents, what happened to you guys, and how was your, what was the emotions that you guys were feeling? How did you handle it? Who were you able to lean on? What music helped? You know, that type of shit. What helped this week? What happened and what helped?
Well, besides having to call police to find my daughter, at least 7 cops came to my house. I'm like, okay, ma'am, calm down. What happened? I'm like, she went to school. She'll come home at blah, 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 blah time. She's not here. And because of everything that's been going on, she's been kind of acting out a little bit. So I'm like, okay, maybe she's on the playground. I went searching for her, not where she's supposed to be. I'm like, okay, call the school. School's like, we get let out at blah, blah, blah time. And I'm like, this is not a thing. I'm like, I have to go to work. I'm like, this is not a thing. So I immediately hung up with the school and had to call police to be like, have a missing child moment going on. And somehow she made it about 2.5 miles to a relative's house, which she can't make it that far, especially during afternoon heavy traffic, from the time of being let out of school to when she was picked up by police. So it's like, someone picked you up, so I'm just literally waiting for the truth to finally pop up of, you're not in trouble, like, you need to tell me the truth. Like, I can't help you if you're just all like, like, no, I need to be like, rah! Like, I can't hear, like, I need you to say what is happening. Because this is also what happens when you try to co-parent with a narcissist that think they're entitled to every fucking thing and that they're right about everything. They try to steal shit and kidnap shit from you.
Well, damn. So what helped you get through it?
Well, beside of hoping not to be fired, I'm like, no, Btmx got my back. Like, the brain, I had a really good interview with Mad Clock, which was on this past Friday. She did it by herself.
That was a good interview.
And I was panicking and scared the whole time, and it's because I was worried about the child. So I was like, I know I was stuttering and everything, but I did really do my best.
Yeah.
You did great.
Well,
Way
thank
Way to
you
hold
for
the fort.
that.
What sucked for her is supposedly she wrote me before the show. I didn't get her message until after the show. So I had no idea what was going on until like I finally got it like where I started explaining.
So I did what I had to do, and I did the interview.
Right, because like we find it kind of distasteful when people constantly cancel on us with at least no good reason. Even though that would have been a good reason, I had to go deal with that, and Rain dealing with the interview part of it. I'm like, okay, well we got this.
I mean, it did help me relax a little bit doing the interview, but at the same time, I was still panicked on the inside.
Right, because
Of course.
unfortunately, in this day and age, there's a lot of stupid ass people with vans that try to, sex traffic, kidnap children, follow them, whatever. And
schools is where they hit them. Schools is where they target them.
Yep.
School,
Ever since school
playground.
began, my daughter has always been hella proud of herself. She's like, "Oh my God, Mom, I did it," and I haven't seen. I don't know. It sounds weird. Like I haven't seen an actual proud smile on her face in like a really long time. So on the first couple days of school, when she's like, "Oh my God, Mom, I did it," and I'm like, like extra freaking thumbs up because she's been she's a happy child, but with everything and the stress going on, she's like,
yeah,
of course. They react. They sense that stuff.
Yeah. And attempting to make my children's life as normal as possible, adjusting to having another parent in the household and me being lesbian. It's like, okay, there's some big changes, and I'm going to try to explain as time goes on how to, I guess, deal with the feelings of, okay, I'm confused as hell, like what's happening now.
Yeah, sure.
but yeah, that was our week.
Yeah.
Michaela, you said shit. So what's your week like?
Well, let's start off on the 12th. September 12th was a really hard day for me. It's been 2 years since my uncle, who was like my father, passed away of brain cancer. So that day was hard. I didn't get to make it to the last round table because of kidney stones. I was in too much pain to move, so I missed that show, which kind of upset me a lot. Then been stressed out about school. Of course, you guys know I'm a single mom to a 3-month-old, and it's really difficult taking care of him by myself without a father figure, I guess you can say. But I am getting a lot of help from my siblings and my mom.
What are the rest of us fucking chopped liver around here or what?
And you guys, of course, with all your guys' support and everything. It's just really hard that me and my parents are the only ones supporting for my kid. So, and then just the rest of the week's just been stressful because we just also found out that he's lactose intolerant.
That makes things tricky.
Oh yeah. So the reason
Both
why
of my kids are too.
Fussy and cranky and spinning up is because he's lactose intolerant.
Mm-hmm.
So we just found that out. So we
At least you found it out quick though.
Right. We had to switch into a soy-based formula. And this kid's still backed up. So that's not good for us either because he's cranky too.
A glass thermometer always works.
Yeah.
God, that brings back traumatic memories. I'm an 80s baby, so.
Like, we hit Devin so hard he changed his face.
Well, yeah, I know. Just, that truth just affected Dead. Made him clown out. Hit him right in the face.
So with you being a single mom, and now you've been taking your modeling career a lot more serious, with the projects we have coming up and stuff. How do you feel? Do you feel comfortable going into these, or are you still you feel like it's way too much?
I feel pretty comfortable with it. I'm excited, honestly.
And what opportunities do you like if you had to choose to be on? Like, what opportunities do you want to see from your modeling, or what career paths do you want to see open to you?
I don't know, but I really do want to get further into modeling. Like, I've never been confident about my body, but then I came to Btmx, and it just made me feel a lot more better about myself and more confident. So
Sarah has some comments. The first one's to the girls from Soul Snatchers. I can't fucking believe the school had no clue. Sarah puts cry faces and heartbroken for you.
Hang tight, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay. Sarah says my son is as well. Michaela, and try warm prune juice.
yeah, I've been heard not to try to give him prune juice because he won't drink it because of the taste. So we just been sticking with the apple juice and like mixing it with water.
Well, apples can also bound you up too.
Or
Yeah.
minerals, though. You could use that too.
Yeah.
You might have to try like almond milk and shit like that.
Oh yeah, the silk.
Yep.
Yeah, silk. Another good way for laxative is if you want him to poop, would be give him milk. I mean,
Give him cheese. Just a
straight
shitload
out
of cheese.
vitamin D. Straight from the cow. He will shit his brains out.
You're gonna be changing a lot of diapers.
You might as well not even put a diaper on, just hang him over the toilet. When the shit gets too deep, it just pulls on a string and flushes.
Stick him in the shower.
You can see Michaela all painted for the show. Here's not paying. She's just been frosted like a cake.
Thanks, guys. It worked, but look at me now.
See, all these things I've told you has happened to me. It's not funny.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
Girls are gross. I hate to say this. Girls are gross. I had one I was you know how us guys stick our kids up on our shoulders and we carry them around and stuff? Never wear a jersey. Don't ever wear a jersey. Because she emptied out her bowels and went over top her diaper, down my back, and into my jersey.
Oh.
At a bonfire.
That's why I'm blessed that I have a boy, even though that could still happen.
Oh no, my son shot me. Well, I mean,
Oh my god.
when it gets cold, are you fast? Because if not, man, that's like pop. I got pissed in the eye.
The one time he was in the tub in the bath, and I literally scared him to where he stopped peeing.
Yeah, how mean are you?
No, because he started peeing and it got on me, and I went, and he stopped peeing.
How did you go? You weren't supposed to be. What's wrong with you?
And then we put him on his in his pack and play just in case he peed again. He peed again. It landed on my mom's foot.
Dude, when they're infants, they find ways to just ruin clothes, ruin events, ruin your day, furniture.
That's why we have couch covers.
Or
Dude.
Wait till you get the part where
Merciless.
wait till you get to the part where he reaches his finger in his diaper and sticks it up by your nose.
Oh yeah, dude. Or both of mine did this. When you change them, they reach right down into their diaper, just plunge their hand just right in the shit, man, just right in all of it, just wipe. What's that, bonk? And you're like, okay, I did just need to wipe your ass. Now you just need a bath. Now I'm just gonna hose you.
My kid's such a water bug. He loves taking baths.
Mine were the same way. They both are still that way, actually.
You stick him in water, and it sounds like you're sticking him in lava.
Some kids are like that with baths, man. Like
Dude,
even my
On
oldest,
your finger. We have to go take a shower. Ah!
like even Liam, he still doesn't like to take. He's almost 10 and he won't do a shower. He still has to take a bath.
See, my son Liam's only 4. I mean,
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy that we both have a son named Liam.
Yeah, his name is Liam Lodge Gray. Bishop.
Cool. My Liam's first name actually isn't Liam. His first name is Trenton. Liam's his second name, but he goes by
Thank God his name wasn't William, because then it would have been mine.
William Liam. William Liam. That's also really hard to say. William Liam. William Liam. William.
Yeah, I'm one of those too. I have a junior too somewhere.
Oh, cool.
Wherever my dad dumped her. I'm not joking. Went to work, home, kid and girl was gone. Dad was gone too.
Took the truck, took the dog, took
Yeah.
the last can of beans.
Shot my dog.
Aw.
Oh my god.
She was an awful mother too. She was one of the ones that didn't want the baby.
Mm.
So she would I would come home after a 12-hour shift and he's in the same diaper I changed him in.
Oh God.
And then she'd try to become abusive. And for the longest time, I was always raised with that, well, you just take it because you're a man. So I called my grandmother, who's been through more abusive relationships than anything.
Mm.
And she's like, if you take another ass whipping from a woman like that, I'm going to come over and beat your ass. So I'm like, she's like, this is what you do. You go in there, you have a cast iron metal pan, you stick it underneath your pillow. The first time she hits you, and the only time you're allowed to do this is when she hits you. You take the pan and you hit her once.
You better badass screamer.
She did
Okay,
it.
all right, Manny Face is up there in the corner. Needs to calm down, man. He's switching the face every 2 minutes.
I just now noticed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, of course you do.
So she comes in and she starts trying to kick my ass because I didn't hit women. I grabbed that steel pan
Yeah.
and I gave her some extra iron. I mean, it's like the cartoons. All you hear is ding, ding. So she calls
Reminds me
my
of
Hit me again, bitch.
frying pan.
So she calls my grandma and goes,
Yeah.
he hit a woman. My grandma goes, with a pan? She goes, yeah. She goes, good boy.
Hell yeah. With a pan.
Not only that, and then have you guys ever had family members where they try to talk like they're better than you? Like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and then all of a sudden, the same week, I'm homeless. Can I borrow a tent?
Not family members, but I've had a lot of fair weather friends like that.
It's like, I thought you were doing so well. Why are you homeless?
Do they try to one up you
Yeah.
from what you're going through? Yeah, I hate fucking people like that.
Oh yeah, dude. My ex is like that. Just always in competition with my day was worse. I promise you. You ain't even heard my day yet. Yeah, but it's me, so my day was worse. You know?
I fucking hate people like that, man.
Or
Oh
the-
my God!
Or the most favorite statement of, well, at least you don't insert stupid ass comment. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Yeah,
Yep.
or
You like?
all you gotta do is change your way of thinking. Dude, fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's your perspective on the fist that's currently up your ass that's really your problem. It's not the fist. It's how you feel about it.
Yeah.
You know? What is this new toxic movement in modern psychology that if we just if we look at everything positively, it'll change what it actually is? It's like, okay, yeah, I mean, within reason, yes, there's some truth to that.
Yeah, you make your perception your reality.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, okay, maybe you're not totally happy with your job or your living situation or something, but you've got some good things on your plate as well. Focusing on the good things can make you feel better. I understand that. At the same time, it's just like you were saying, Shadow, the logic of, well, you're a man, you don't hit a woman, or it's these fallacies of logic in our society that masquerade as higher moral order, and it's that logic that abusive people use to continue to abuse people. You know, it's just like, well, it's the way. I mean, that's why I stayed in a toxic relationship for so long that I'm still trying to heal from, because it was always like, well, it's just how you feel about it. You know what I mean? It's just how you feel about it. Some things, it doesn't fucking matter how you feel about it. Some things are not good for you. You know what I mean? Like,
you gotta just walk the fuck away.
Like, you should
yeah,
know,
man.
Like, for a guy, when I noticed I was in a poison relationship before I got with my wife, I was walking down the street one day from where I was with the stupid ass, and I seen a brick mixer, and when the brick mixer looked good, better than sticking my dick in that and being safer than the person I was, I knew it was time to go.
Yeah, dude. And you know what? Your intuition always screams at you. It screams at you, and deep down, you know it's screaming at you. Sean, correct me if I'm wrong. You can probably relate to this, but your marriage was probably over years before it was over. You know what I'm saying? Most marriages, that's the case. Like, it's screaming at you, but you shut it up. You shut it down because we're taught to. We're taught never to listen to our intuition. We're taught it's like, well, you just need to change your fucking perspective about it. You know, it's just like, look, if I just downed a gallon of strychnine, feeling better about it isn't going to save my ass. I'm fucking dead.
Or if you would just,
You know?
if you just share your feelings with me, fuck you. Share my feelings with you. That's the number one. Every girl's like, why don't you just share with me more? Because one, girls are vindictive as shit, and they use whatever you tell them against yourself. And you guys can say bullshit, whatever you want. I know better.
There are like 3 people on this planet, maybe, that get to hear my feelings on shit. Maybe.
Yeah.
See,
It doesn't matter what gender
I
they are.
hate to say it, but he is right because I went through it.
Yeah.
Mm.
More than once.
Or you mentally check out long before you actually physically leave, and they're like, "Oh, what happened, bitch?"
Yeah, it's like, well,
or they play the victim.
Yeah,
they do. They're like, and they do, but Dad's right. They're like, why didn't you talk to me? And I'm like, I tried, and you made me regret it instantly.
Yeah.
Multiple fucking times. So no.
You used what I told you directly against me right after the fact.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly. You know?
We wouldn't do that.
We should
My
shut up.
My favorite thing is, I don't need to change, you do.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta punch you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And what you got to really watch out for, though, because this is how I found it. You know, if you get with someone who's smart enough to impose that idea upon you and to let it melt into your brain, where you don't even realize that's what they're doing. You know, they don't come out and say you're the one that needs to change. They mask it as caring sounding sentences like, maybe you should go to therapy. Maybe you should consider getting on medication. I just want you to feel better. It's really hard living with a depressed person. Maybe you should go to a doctor. You know what I mean? And all of that shit, you can dress it up with sugar and make it sound loving as fuck, and all it is them saying you need to change. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me years to figure that out.
That I had to change, that the problem was me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Yeah, and some people will just come out and say it. Those people are easier to say fuck you to, though, man. But it's like, you know, some people, they get real shady about it. They get real sneaky about it, and they try to like, they make you think it was your idea. That you were the one that decided to go to therapy or wanted to change. You know,
Like,
some
I'm glad you
fucked
got
up
help.
shit. Yep.
Now I'm wasting $200 a fucking session.
Yeah.
For listening
I've
to,
never paid that much for therapy.
yeah. Tell me.
I get it.
Tell me how do you feel. Yeah. I don't know. I'm paying you $200 fucking dollars. Maybe you should tell me how the fuck you think I should feel.
Fuck wasting $200. That shit just fucking. What I did was I just went out and bought a couple bottles.
No, he
drank
didn't.
away.
He talks to my wife on a daily basis.
Yeah. And then
Hey, listen. I was married. Go ahead, Sean. You finish first.
but you try to get through the pain, and if you can't get through the fucking pain, you got to find that one person that's your friend, and you got to open up sometimes.
Yeah. But you got to do it with a friend, man.
Yeah,
don't pay for
you
it.
ain't got that road down, and then you end up like me, waking up fucking early in the morning, and before you go to work, you're up 2 hours early, and you're already like a quarter of the bottle in already before work.
Yeah. I feel that shit. You find ways to cope though, man. And here's the other thing too, dude. But you said it's like sometimes you got to find that friend and open up. Yeah, but make it a friend, man. Yeah. Like, don't pay for it. Don't pay for it unless you really need. Like, I mean, to be very to do with therapy. You know what I mean? So like, I got a lot of behind the scenes views on what it is they do, and 9 times out of 10, they are getting paid ridiculous amounts of money to do what your friends will do for free.
Oh fuck,
you know what I mean?
See, like he had both bad conscience and
right there.
Yeah.
Like he had my wife for all the good advice. And for all the shitty advice, he had me. Like, oh hell no, that bitch just did what? Go in there and light that shit on fire. My wife's like, don't do that.
Got the angel and the devil playing.
So here, right?
You're glitching out.
Or like you actually so like then absolutely advocate. You need on if you have someone that someone who married to a therapist.
I heard some of it, not all of it.
Yeah.
You're skipping so bad.
Yeah.
That's extreme.
There we go.
Am I skipping?
You were.
What
What section of the house are you in when that happens?
Now you are.
Because it's always the same section of your house when that shit happens.
Oh.
We heard some of it.
Yeah, I think what I was saying is, here, I'll simplify it. I was saying that, like, I was married to a therapist for years, right? Like, and I think that a therapist can be useful if you're dealing with something like PTSD from a specific event, or like bipolar, or something like where it was something serious, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like mental health should be like medical health. If you need fucking surgery, for God's sakes, go to a doctor. But you don't go to a doctor for a fucking cold. You wait till you're over it. You know what I mean? So this business of like, and see, therapists, and I know this, and I was married to one, they advocate for every time you're just a little bit like a court low, well, go to therapy. Why? When a friend will do it for free. If you, and now that it's assuming like not everybody maybe not everybody has that person, but if you have that person, don't pay for it.
But the nice thing about us, they do have that person. Everybody can come to us.
That's the thing. Yeah, Btmx will do the exact same thing for free. You know, and don't sweat when you're like, well, yeah, but y'all don't have PhDs or whatever in psychology. I saw my ex through the PhD program in psychology. I saw most of that homework. My fucking 5-year-old could do it. Okay, don't sweat the PhD. It's nonsense. 9/10 of it is absolute esoteric, airy-fairy fucking nonsense. And the DSM changes every year. They reprint it every fucking year. You know why? Because it's unreliable. This is all from the horse's mouth, by the way. This is not my interpretation of things. Like my ex, if she were sitting here right now, would actually agree with.
Oh yeah, I've read psychology books before. The college ones.
The whole industry is a fucking sham, man. That industry is fucking people up left and right.
It is too, because instead of actually somebody going to get help who already has drug issues in the past, for instance, I've seen this a lot too. They automatically put them on a prescription.
Oh yeah.
Now.
Oh yeah. All the time.
Now you're going to give somebody who already has drug problems more drugs to take.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Happens all the time.
Like I used to take antidepressants. It made me feel like a fucking zombie.
In the world.
Doesn't always work. Pills don't always fucking work.
No, pills don't always work, and when some of the people that are taking them are taking them against more than what they're supposed to. They're abusing it
Oh yeah, they
the
do.
pain that they're paying for it to be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first got on them, I felt like they were helping me, but what they were doing is they were numbing me to a life I didn't want to be living. That's why they felt like they
I
were.
bet your creative side
But
got
as soon,
real dulled too, didn't it?
it did, and
Yep.
well, and I just settled
It
for
just
less.
fucking
I
killed
settled
it.
for less results.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But once I got my life in a place where I was just happier, I decided to go ahead and just stop taking them, and I had like maybe a week of like slight physical withdrawals, but then I was fine. You
Because you
know,
got to remember, the
and I
pills,
feel better without them.
what they're giving you to help you balance. Some people can naturally do it on their own if they have a better environment or someone that's up.
Or they just
shoulder
stop
leaning.
giving a fuck, like I did.
Yes, I think that's the thing that, like, well, it's two industries really. It's the modern psychological industry and it's the pharmaceutical industry. They don't want you to realize that your external factors can have an effect on your mental health. It's like, well, it's all just in your head. It's all internal. It's like, no, sometimes, it's like, sometimes you got to get out of a situation
Just like
before
now
you really,
just like, have you guys seen that they're for the LGBT community, they're having an issue with inside their own community where they're trying to, half the community is against it, but the other half of the community wants to go ahead and make pedophilia a type of sex.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that law. Fuck that.
We don't represent none of that bullshit.
Hey, it's okay because you were born to have feelings of touching children. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
The difference is consent. The difference is consent.
See, my whole thing is, like, I like the sign I seen. There's a guy holding it. He says, well, if that does become a sex, then it also killing them is gardening.
Yeah. I'm all about popping somebody in the head purely for that, because it's like, that's disgusting. That's not right. That's not a preference. It's your own sick mind that you need help for. Being like, oh, well, I can join this. No, the fuck you can't. No.
It's also incredibly insulting to the LGBTQ community, I feel, because it's basically likening sexual preference between two consenting adults to a disease where one person is a victim and one person is getting gratified.
Yeah.
Those are not the same things. These two are not alike.
They should not be given a safety net.
Yeah, the difference is consent. What two consenting adults do with each other and their bodies is their business. When there's children involved, consent is out the window. So that's fine. Fuck that. Yeah, children cannot give consent.
Yeah, and so that was another topic that their community is dealing with, and now they're wondering why more and more people are hunting the LGBT, is because
that doesn't help that shit either.
And now they're thinking out because they're gay, they're predators, not because hey they're gay, they're together and they're doing it the right way. It's just ignorance turns into fear.
Yeah, it does. It turns into fear, and unfortunately, apples get compared to oranges, and people who are hunting oranges settle for killing apples.
Yeah.
Then you have some cran apple orange juice bullshit.
Or you have people.
And everybody knows that.
LGBTQ. Just with sick crap like that. I'm like, don't fucking do that. Like, that's not what we're about. This motherfucking sign that's in the back of us.
Like,
love is love. Not
another thing I don't get, girls, is why is there so many fucking flags? You're all gay.
Seriously.
You're all gay. You should have one united flag.
I have a story about that I'm going to be talking about on this Friday's show. It says, why does the original pride flag still matter?
Yeah, why do you guys get the rainbow? Why do you get the color spectrum? That's not fair to anybody.
Dan, all you like is black anyway. What do you care?
Black and blue.
This is what I don't get, because I was watching another another podcast.
They want to make it, they're trying to make these different flags that are coming out, that have been out in past years, more inclusive for everybody, but the original one still represents every entity of the LGBTQ.
So what's there's even a flag for people who are like, I don't understand, there shouldn't be that many damn flags.
No, exactly. Ed, we don't care.
It's everybody being butthurt of, oh, I'm not included. Bitches, yes the fuck you are. Like, what the hell do you mean?
The spectrum, you hold the spectrum for a reason. The reason why the gay colors and pride colors are the spectrum is because you represent everyone.
Yeah.
Who is different or odd.
It's just, even though we are a part of LGBTQ, we don't agree with every dumbass thing that is put on the table.
Everybody wants their own flag because they want to feel included, because they don't feel included by just the regular pride flag, even though it does include everybody.
Right.
I got to chime in on this one because all it is just like a kid getting a trophy just for showing up and sitting on the bench and being part of the fucking game. That's all that basically is. Okay.
Right. Like, you showed up. Yay. No, you don't get no fucking participation trophy. If you didn't win, you didn't win.
Exactly.
Try again next time.
Let's stop doing the dumb shit. Let's stop doing the bullshit and actually get back down to brass tacks and where we should be as a community itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's where our morals have gone astray and our ethics and all that shit went out the fucking window in that. That's why all these other sexualities want to try to come into our community and fuck shit up.
But they're not fucking shit up. They're part of your community. That's why you have one fucking flag.
Yeah, but they're trying to individualize a full community, though.
It's umbrella terms, up under umbrella terms, up under umbrella terms.
Uh-huh.
They all mean the same thing.
Right.
Like,
it's nonsense.
Like the initials that you guys are adding, pretty soon you're just gonna have the whole fucking alphabet. I mean,
yeah, to
this
use
may
the quarter
plus
of it.
minus because
it's that like that kind of faux progressive mindset where it's like, you know, the splitting hairs like this is the illusion of progress. It's the illusion of getting things done. And I really feel like it serves those in power more than it serves the LGBTQ community, because what it does is any marginalized community keeps them fighting within themselves. I mean, you saw this in the late 80s and early 90s with the black community. You know what I mean? Rich white men built ghettos so that they could plug people of color into them and just let them kill each other. You know what I mean? And then meanwhile, marginalizing them, say, well, they all live in ghettos. You know what I mean? And it almost worked. It almost worked. You know what I mean?
Right.
But eventually communities, people are smart. People wake up and go, wait the fuck a minute. You know what I mean?
Shit,
that's what I see.
From the hood, so that right there blows their fucking stereotype right out the water. I've got like, probably like 100, 200 other people that I know from the hood, and they're all white. So it's like, you can't stereotype one group like that.
No, you can't. Well, and see, that's the thing. That's what people in power never do learn, though, is like they keep trying to create these pockets. They keep trying to stick people in the pockets. What happens is the pockets bleed. You know what I mean? Because that's the way people are. People are always going to bleed over. People are always going to surpass those edges. You know?
my whole thing on that is like we're taught social studies in school, so we don't repeat our history. We're still repeating the same shit.
All the fucking time, man. All the fucking time. But that's
but
what I
we
see
don't,
happening
because they delete the
with
history.
the LGBTQ community right now. It's like, you know what I mean? I mean, look at it. Think about it, right? I mean, within the past few years, you've got the right to marry finally, right? You've got recognized civil unions, and you've got a lot of rights finally coming towards this community. So what does the system of power do to combat that? Get them to destroy themselves from the inside out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's what
the world.
And that's what's happening.
Yeah, if you read the book of The Art of War by Sun Tzu, it states it right there in that book that the easiest way to destroy someone or to destroy a community or an empire is get the division and get the separation in that community. And you will literally destroy that community from within, because all that does is breeds into a civil war and all that. And then you got all that separation, all that division, and nobody wants to come together then. But
yeah, absolutely. That's why cyber attacks are a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why Sun Tzu even went into the book even further in that statement and elaborated on how to combat that actual action as well. It is when people are willing to actually set that are part of the community and who are strong in their beliefs of the community to stand the fuck up and actually do what they need to do. A king is not a king without a kingdom. Okay, that is why it's called a kingdom. You have to have the people that lift you up to be a king and to be a leader.
Yeah.
You destroy your people, you're nobody but a leaderless person.
Cutting it real fucking close.
Yeah, no, agreed though, because like, you know, well, and ultimately every civilization is built off of the backs of the lowest on the rung. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when a civilization falls is when those on that rung grow tired of their position. And that's inevitable.
Yeah, one subject I try to stay away from too much anymore is politics and that, because like
it's one of the fucking rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You just think I make these rules to fucking just because it's fucking fun? No, it's because it always turns into a fucking debate, and nobody's gonna agree with anybody on one side or another.
We got Michaela out there howling in the back.
Yeah, Michaela, what's up?
But you know, that's the other thing too. It's like some things that are just like basic common sense, they get passed off as politics. You know?
Yeah.
Because it's a way to avoid having to solve the issue. It's like, I don't know. Half of what people say is political. I'm like, that's not a political problem. That's a social one. You know?
That's a personal
like
problem.
The political. Yeah. Or it's a personal. Could be a personal one. It could be a social one. A political problem is like, you know, everybody think you fucked your secretary. That's a political problem. You know?
I swear,
basic human rights isn't a political problem.
I swear I did not content with that woman.
Yeah, Bill Clinton in the 90s, that was a political problem. You know, basic human rights are not a political problem. It's a social.
All because she went up and went like this when she was done does not mean I did anything.
Dude, I was in high school through that whole thing, and I just got to tell you, man, like every fucking locker room across America was just littered with the dirtiest jokes imaginable during that.
It's not only that; it was like the largest year the teachers started getting caught doing stupid things at school. They weren't. I mean,
and it's not even the students turning them in; it's their fucking moms looking at their cell phones.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna tell me honestly that any one of us would fucking turn in their teacher?
No, but it doesn't help. Wait a second. It doesn't help when your teachers basically make a OnlyFans video. Now you're the guy who's controlling the thing at the you know how they had like the
POV
session where the whole school came down, like Spirit Week or some shit. Where you all had to go down to the gym. Well, I was in charge of the computer. I found the video, and before I noticed what the video was, it was already playing on the wall for the whole gym to see.
No.
Here it wasn't just recorded video; it was actually live video, and it was capturing the teachers in the computer lab.
Oh.
What the hell?
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
I mean,
big old whoopsie.
That's a big old whoopsie moment.
It was whoopsie for them. I thought it was funny as shit.
Sorry.
You're not doing it right.
I had to go pee.
Start yelling at
Dude, the last job I had, I heard it. I muted and went off camera because I had to pee, but I was listening. No, my last teacher job, it was because I was replacing someone who did the thing that you're never supposed to do with a student.
Yeah.
She was like 23 years old, which in my opinion is way too young to be teaching high school. But and the kid was like 18, so she got off a little light because he wasn't a minor. But you know, I mean, I think it's different state to state. But in the state of Texas, it doesn't matter whether they're a minor or not. If you're the teacher and they're the student, it's a no-no. You know.
I think that should be
frowned on. I'm like, yeah, it is. Yeah, it should be like the default. Yeah, it's a no-no. But yeah, man, and the reason she got caught is because a mom fucking read some text messages. You know,
our teacher was pregnant
That's
every time
another
there was new seniors.
Oh shit!
I mean,
oh god. But yeah, man, I had that job for 5 years because of that crazy ass shit.
I felt like I was in How High. The teacher just walks up to one student, hands the baby to the other. I'm like,
fuck.
What the fuck, dude? What? That's how you get A's? What the fuck? I want to study.
I want to go home.
You're like, see, I knew you were too stupid to get A's. You were doing something else, weren't you?
And then another topic is like the same thing about school is growing up, bullying was not a thing. Teachers didn't give two shits about that, to be honest. I don't know if you guys have to deal with it.
That's right. You either learn how to
fight.
fight.
Yeah, no.
I dealt with it.
I dealt with it. Yeah, and teachers don't do shit, and they really still don't. I can't say that's changed much.
Especially when it's people from the sports teams from certain towns where they just get all rights to do what the fuck they want. And then when you retaliate, it's a whole nother issue.
I mean, there's a lot of like Band-Aid philosophies, like, you know, it's like, well, no tolerance for bullying. Nah, so that's all fuck time. Nah.
Yeah,
I see it all
but yet the school still bullies.
Yeah. Well, like, half the time it is the fucking teachers, you know? Like half the time the bullies are the adults, man. You know?
Basically.
What are you gonna say, Michaela?
Oh, I had a teacher in like 7th grade who did not like me because he used to go to school with my dad, and he had this football thing, and he threw it at the back of my head during class.
Did you get up and shove it in his ass?
Huh?
Did you get up and shove it in his ass?
No, and then he put me in the hallway because I didn't have a pencil.
See, I had
God.
There was we had our town at the time was all about basketball. All right. So the basketball team, I used to help out the MH students, which is mentally handicapped students. And I would go down there and help out on my free period. Well, there was one girl who was kind of mentally slow. You know, she kept saying I was her boyfriend because I would pick up her books and help her walk her to lunch and stuff like that. And the basketball team thought it was funny and started picking on me. Well, the basketball team didn't get in trouble, but I did because I beat the basketball team with a baseball bat. And and the gym teacher, his thing, because he was the coach, was, "You hurt athletes. How can you do that?" And I start hitting him with a baseball bat. I don't give a fuck.
Good.
You don't pick on people that are slow or have any type
fuck
of
that shit. Nah, man. Like, I'll break every one of your athletes' fucking kneecaps, bitch, and watch you try to fucking do something about it. Probably a fucking.
If y'all think about it, that's what the whole zero tolerance of bullying is. Be like, the bully can do something, but if you retaliate and whoop that ass, we're a bad person now.
Dude, I tell you what, you know, I put my resignation as a teacher in a little over halfway through the school year last year. And once I knew I wasn't coming back, and once it was public throughout the district I wasn't coming back, I stopped giving a fuck. Because, like, half the reason teachers don't do shit is because their hands are tied. They really can't. You know what I mean? Because then they're going to get fucking punished. You know what I mean? But I straight up told, even a couple little junior high motherfuckers, I told them, because I caught wind of them bullying, I think it was like a special needs kid. You know what I mean? And I said, look, I got 2 months left with you little bastards in this room, okay? But after the school year is over, don't you ever look me in the fucking eye if you run into me at the gas station down the way. Don't you fucking pretend I'm dead. I don't want to look at any of you motherfuckers in the eye. I don't give a shit if you're 14. If you're a cocksucker, you're a cocksucker. You're acting like a bunch of little fucking heathens. You ain't even got hair on your nuts yet, and you're acting like you're a badass by picking on a kid with special needs. Get the fuck out of here. I will annihilate you in front of your mom and dad. I don't give a shit if you tell them I said this. Fuck you.
I will hit you so hard you accidentally on purpose start puking.
Yeah.
No,
and
you
if your
live.
dad if your dad wants to come get in my face about me getting in yours, I'll hit you so hard it kills him. Fuck both of you.
Then I'll fuck your mom and become your dad, you little son of a bitch.
Exactly, and then I'll be your fucking dad. And then I'll pregnate your mom, and then you'll be reincarnated through the new baby, and then I'll be your dad, and I'll raise you the fuck right, you little bitch.
But I have seen that in a lot of youth nowadays. I have seen that in a lot of youth, like from where I'm from. It's fun.
Oh man, dude. Yeah.
Where they
dude.
And it's the bad thing is they don't understand that they're mocking somebody.
Yeah, well, and it's It's because they haven't had those threats, like the one that I just described. And I'm embellishing a little bit. I didn't say quite all of that explicitly, but that was the gist I got at. But the reason is because they're encouraged by the fact that the adults in their lives are either not motivated to do anything about it, or they can't do anything about it. You know what I mean? And
Or
so
they
what
just
happens
don't give a
is,
shit.
yeah, or they just don't give a shit. And like I said, man, you know, I taught long enough to see that shit a lot too. You know, it's just like no one's raised them. It's like, well, you know, it's not that surprising a thing, but it is a systemic problem. Like this whole generation of teenagers in high school right now are not going to be able to function when they're any of our ages. You know what I mean? They're not going to be able to function. Just expecting them to do what they said they were going to do 24 hours ago is like a personal assault on them. You know what I mean?
They would stub their toe and be like, "Oh, my pussy hurts."
Oh God,
help me, Jesus.
it is. Yeah, it's the most entitled generation I've ever seen in my life. That's why I told multiple of them. I'm like, you know what? When I ain't your teacher no more, don't catch me in public, bitch. Because I don't.
I like this saying from back in our day, and I know Dead, Rain, Sage, even Shadow, you, MZMZ can even vouch for this. Life ain't fair. Suck it up and move on.
Okay, but that's still stupid. That's still a stupid ass thing to say to a child. Because 10 to 1, I try to see bullies for maybe they're having worse issues than I was. Because I was through the ringer growing up. Like I didn't have a normal childhood until I was 16, and I basically started raising myself. And I thought my sister, because she actually got with my actual sister. So became more family. But you know, so I always try to see the bullies where they were coming from. So I try to still be friends with them. But yeah, I couldn't afford something about me. Every time somebody made fun of somebody in the wheelchair or something like that, I just snapped and beat ass. I didn't give a fuck if I was getting expelled, if I was taking a teacher out. Because my whole thing is there are people who are suffering through them type of ordeals. They're, you know, fuck you, because they already have enough struggle in their life. They don't need somebody else's bullshit because your dad's not mistreating you at home or.
Yeah, that's the way. You know, the abused become the abuser 9 times out of 10. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the way I try to raise. Yeah.
So they say you either become an abuser or a defender, and I was kind of like both. I abused them.
Yeah, I mean, like I fucking I try to, what I'm trying to teach my kids to understand, you know, is like there's duality in everything, and ultimately there should be balance within that.
Yeah, because there's no black and white. There's always just
there's no black and white, but it's like, you know, here's the one thing. Yes, like you can count on. It's like it's like Sean said. He's right. The world's not fair. Don't go make it less fair. Don't go add to that. Don't fucking. The world and the universe is going to subtract from people enough. Don't add to that. You know what I mean? Like, accept that you're not entitled to anything you don't work for, and neither is anyone else.
See, like
that's
like
it.
In the group of friends I had in school, like I had one bully recently, after years of not talking to him since high school. He actually got a hold of me because he's seen me on here, and he's like, "I want to apologize to you." I'm like, "For what? I don't even know who the fuck you are."
Like, I'm running this company, bitch. I don't even remember you.
Like, you got to tell me your name. Like, where do I know you from? He explains, and I'm like, "Oh, apparently it wasn't that bad because I didn't remember you." So
that's cool of it. That was cool of him to do that, though.
Yeah,
I mean, that takes a, you know. Yeah, like, for sure. Some people do grow up, you know. Some people do.
So maybe, like, if I did it, I called somebody I picked on, and then I apologized to them, and then apparently they did it as well.
There you go.
If you ever picked on somebody to a point, apologize to them, even if it's used later, because you don't know. That apology can mean a lot to someone.
Definitely. Yeah, it's never too late to apologize.
It is. Big. It is too late to apologize.
That's a big lie.
It's too late.
It's too late
to apologize.
For some things. I guess it depends on the thing.
To apologize.
Oh, look, you said something. Now we see the side of her face.
Dad, you need to do a rendition of that song.
Yeah, just heavy as shit.
Yeah. Let's hear Silhouette Death's version of that.
Oh no, I really want to do a version of fucking, what is it? Runaround Sue by Dion and Belmont.
Yeah. You just do a covers album.
Yeah, the only problem with that is the cover has to be decent. Because I also want to do Nights in White Satin.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to hear you do that.
Oh, that would be sad.
I would love to hear Silhouette Death. Dude, y'all imagine Silhouette Death doing Nights in White Satin? Holy fuck. Please make that happen.
Oh,
Gotta find the right instrumentals first.
Please don't make us beg.
Because I have thought about this shit. It's like, fuck.
Oh, dude.
If I could have the right instrumentals.
Like, I think my first song is gonna end up being a recorded cover and having Dead check it out.
There you
I
go.
can't come up with words by myself right now, especially with everything that's going on and everything that
That's
we're
the
trying
perfect time to make words.
to do. Yeah, not
Yeah.
for me. I'm better off drawing. I can draw you a big dick to tell you something. Look at fucking.
Christ.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
Go ahead.
I was saying I've been playing around with the idea of doing a covers album for about the past year or so. I'm collecting tunes for possible covers.
Yeah,
It would be an MZNZ album. It would be just me
What's
just
that
me
song
doing
that
some
went?
covers.
The Doors, Strange.
I don't know, like, we always had the idea, like, me and my friends, like, doing, like, fucking old school 50s pop rock.
Mm.
See, I want to hear
That'd be
NBN
cool.
do a cover of the Doors' song "People Are Strange."
Oh,
Oh yeah. I could fuck with that.
It's like, oh damn, I forgot all about that one.
I love the Doors.
I really want to hear Door do. I would really want to hear Dead do. Like, if I could choose any song for him to redo, it would be "Sympathy for the Devil."
Oh yeah, I'd love to hear him do that too. That would be dope.
Fucking
Yeah.
Don't Fear the Reaper.
Yep.
Yeah. Dude, that one was made for you. Okay, we need a Silhouette Death album, covers album. All of mine are like 80s pop songs. Like there's nothing
There's nothing wrong with that.
there's not much after the year 1990 and none of it is metal. I think the only thing even approaching hard rock is Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. But everything else, yeah, it's all like 80s pop. It's all like it's comfort songs from my childhood. Just songs I have good feelings about or good memories attached to that are outside of my genre.
Like I wear my sunglasses at night.
No, no, but now that you say it,
Or Lady in Red.
There's a couple of Depeche Mode songs.
See,
One of them is actually from one of their 90s albums, but so I guess I kind of cheated there. But they're an 80s band, so I'm still qualified.
See, I can't really laugh at you because when I used to sing for money at a bar and stuff like that, they would always have me sing songs like Chain Gang because supposedly I was able to sing at that point very close to Sam Cooke.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh dude, well that's it. Oh yeah. No, I mean my whole covers album is gonna be like you're gonna be like this is the lead singer of MZNZ really doing all this. Dude, there's it's now I'm giving them kind of a darker twist, you know. But dude, there's like George Michael, PM Dawn.
You should also do the song from Lost Boys.
Shit, man, I don't know, dude. There's some. Dude, Marilyn Manson did a really good cover of that recently.
No, not that
That
song.
sounds the same
song
to
that
me.
they're actually singing at the
Like,
carnival. With
The
guy with
master of fucking
I
covers.
still believe?
Yeah.
Manson.
Dude, but I can't follow saxophone guy.
Why?
Who can follow that guy?
Singing like go like this with it.
What the fuck?
Dude, if I do that song,
We can make.
If I
drop out for you with the saxophone.
if I do that song, I'm hiring that guy, and we're gonna do a music video. Be like, okay, I'm singing it, but you're still playing the sax and gyrate those hips, motherfucker.
Just like
Gyrate.
Gunship.
Let's get it. Make me some fucking money.
Oh, you better get him a fucking walker. He's probably.
Dude, he's still touring. He's like, I follow him on Facebook. He still tours, and he still looks exactly the. Oh, he looks exactly the fucking
check
same.
out-
He has not aged at all.
Check out the
He's a
video
fucking
from
vampire.
Gunship. He's actually in it because it's...
Dude, he's still huge.
Yeah.
Dude's still built like a brick shit house. Still has long hair.
Still jamming out the fucking
audio.
saxophone.
God, can you imagine? He probably plays that song on his tours and people go absolutely nucking futz, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
God,
So,
saxophone guy.
Yeah, because I'm tired of hearing the Cry Little Sister song. Actually,
It's a great song, but it's over-covered. It's covered
Like-
too much.
like the best. I don't remember the name of the band, but it was a heavy metal band who actually covered it. It wasn't Marilyn Manson. It was another version of it. I'm actually gonna play that next Twisted Gardens.
I know Ventana did a version of it.
I believe that's who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ventana. I actually like.
made that out.
It's a heavier version. I liked it better than Manson's, honestly, because they kind of did more of their own thing with it. Like they didn't try to
Which is weird, too,
do
because,
exactly.
like,
Well,
Manson's
yeah,
the
it was
master of
probably
covers.
Ventana.
He
Yeah,
is.
I liked Ventana's version.
But that cover Manson did sounded exactly the same as the original.
Yeah, there was like nothing to it. Like the best.
Yeah,
song,
he just made it heavier. It's kind of what he does with covers.
my bet, like the best song I think that came from Marilyn Manson myself. Actually, two of them is the Dope Show and the New Shit.
Yeah, I love everything on his first 5 releases.
I know,
Everything from Portrait all the way through Golden Age of Grotesque, when it was still a band. That's my cutoff point. Because Golden Age of Grotesque was the last album that Marilyn Manson was actually a band.
That's what it,
And
he was
you can
supposed to
tell.
stop after that, technically. He was
Yeah.
done
Yeah,
after that.
Yeah.
And he was going to do movies
But-
and shit like Zombie and focus on his painting.
yeah.
But,
But then he decided to
oh
hire
no,
producers. and
Newborn
keep making
Villain was
music
pretty
into
fucking good.
Well, it's not that he hasn't done good shit since, like, but none of it has, I mean, even the last one he did with Shooter Jennings was pretty decent, but
Yeah.
none of it was the glory of when it was a band. When it was a 5-piece band, it was a hell of a lot more powerful,
Yeah. I mean, I
And
know.
and Trent Reznor produced like some of his best shit,
Well,
Antichrist
Antichrist.
Superstar was, oh god, like that album is probably one of the best rock albums front to back of all time,
I still think the best album was the soundtrack from Queen of the Damned.
I said one of. I mean, I'll never pick a greatest album of all time. I can't, but it's one of them.
If you had, I'm going to ask this question for each of you. If you had to pick, we're going to do genres. You have to come up with the first 3 artists that mean something to you. So let's start with Dead with rap.
Rap?
Yeah, R&B, rap, hip hop.
Ugh.
The first 3
NWA, Tupac, and I'd have to say Eminem.
Good list.
Michaela.
Token.
Little Jeezy,
No, fuck no.
Soldier Boy.
No.
Soldier Boy,
Poor Michaela, he's just picking on you because you're young.
Damn right.
I would also have to say Eminem because I love him. Afro Man.
Okay, so one more.
How many did I have to pick?
3.
3.
Great.
I
She
already
did 3. She
Token,
did.
All right,
Eminem,
fuck you
and,
then. Caleb,
Afro
it's your turn.
We're still doing rappers, right?
Yes.
Hip hop.
After
Okay.
hip hop.
God, that's hard to narrow down to 3.
Yeah, if you only have the option 3.
Okay. I think today I'd probably say Saul Williams, Tech 9, and Busta Rhymes.
All right, Sean Kudo.
I'm sorry. I'm going to throw it back to the heyday, 1962, 63 with Death the Poet, the first ever hip hop artist that ever came out. Tech 9, and I got to give it to Eminem as well.
Anyways, go on, girls. Your turn. Stage first.
Can I pick like horrorcore rap?
It's still counted as rap, yes. But
Okay.
It's all subgenres
Well,
and genre.
ICP. What did you say?
It's all subgenred.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
It would definitely be ICP, Tech Nine. I do like Eminem, but
I like Eminem too, but he wasn't one of my top
right.
He was not even in my top 100.
Oh,
3.
What the hell?
Whatever, I'm the only one that said NWA. Fuck all y'all.
Yeah, there you go.
I almost said Gravediggers
I
too.
actually like
Gravediggers.
that. You're in my respect if you took off Eminem and put NWA there.
I guess Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. Somebody had to pick Wu-Tang.
There's
Okay,
Cypress
so-
Hill.
Sage's
I
turn.
mean,
Cypress Hill, yeah.
I'm gonna say Tech Nine, Naughty by Nature,
Oh, nice.
and
Sick Twisted.
Cottonmouth Kings.
It's all in the brain.
and
Hit from the ball.
Salt and Pepper.
Nice. Old school.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
I
Let's go
think
chase some waterfalls.
everybody,
go ahead.
I think everybody except Dead said Tech 9. And I think everyone except me and
Well,
me
I was
and Rain
thinking,
and Sage said
yeah,
Eminem.
but I was thinking like things that impacted me when I was younger and when I was growing
Yeah.
up. Like,
Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna hop off here.
yeah, go to bed.
All right. Night,
I'm
Michaela.
gonna get my little one ready for bed.
Get yourself
Yeah.
ready for bed too.
Okay, bye, guys.
Later.
Night. Later.
Alright. So for the three for me would be for rap, hip hop and stuff. You guys are gonna laugh. Beyonce.
Whatever, man. I like Rihanna
You should put a
too.
ring on it.
Shit.
Now my
Mhm.
my second one had to be Gizmo, because it's technically
Oh, Gizmo's great.
He's technically still rap.
Yeah.
Gizmo kills that shit in Corpse.
Yeah. Nice. You know she's not rap, but she's R&B, and she's absolutely fucking amazing as Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
I would throw her. She's incredible. Just songwriter, singer, composer,
Or Leia.
player, everything. Yeah, Aaliyah was amazing too.
So if
Gone
you
too
could,
soon.
if you could choose three people from rock and roll and heavy metal to be in your house with you right now, who would they be? Starting with Ed.
Oh fuck, dude. Like I gotta
Heavy
meet.
metal and rock.
I've gotta meet a lot of my idols because of what I used to do. So I mean, that's Peter Steele from Typo Negative. Shit.
I think you broke Dead, dude.
Scooter from Cold. Scooter Ward from Cold. It's because he's one of my idols. And
I'm going with three this time. But you. One more, Dad. One more.
Jay Gordon from Orgy.
Oh,
There you go.
Caleb, your turn. Anybody from heavy metal
Okay.
and rock, anybody from any type of history. Well, if you could have
That's-
three people in your house, who would it be?
That's a wide range. God. Okay, so
Mr. Bungle.
let me ask you that. Mike Patton would definitely be on that list. Absolutely, and he encompasses so many different genres. He could almost be on any list. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put Mike Patton on it. I'm gonna put Trent Reznor on it, and Mike Patton, Trent Reznor, and David Bowie are my three biggest influences. David Bowie's dead, So,
Still-
although I don't know,
Peter Steele is
kicked it.
dead, dude. From
Yeah,
Typo.
Peter Steele's dead too.
But I named him.
But I think today, though, I think I'm not going to pick Bowie today. I think I'm going to pick Al Jorgensen from Ministry as my third. Because he's still alive and he's still kicking, and Ministry still kicks ass. And I would like to know how to look that fucking good when I'm 65 or however.
Lots and lots of cocaine.
Actually, he says it's heroin. Heroin is what pickled him. Yeah, looks like. Dude's like. But he's been clean for like 30 years, and now he's like 65, and he looks 22.
Well, that's before they start cutting shit, so...
Fucking asshole. That's probably true. Seriously.
I mean, look at fucking the Rolling Stones.
Oh, God, dude. I think they're going to outlive us all. I think when an asteroid hits Earth, the last things alien civilizations are going to find are like petrified Rolling Stones corpses. They're gonna be like petrified wood, indestructible.
So, girls, your turn. It starts off with Rain. Rock and roll and heavy metal.
Well, the first one, even though I know they're not alive anymore, would be Chester Bennington because I love Linkin Park. Another one would be Angus Young because I love AC/DC.
Ugh.
And the third one is Dead.
What? Really?
Yeah, really.
No, as in no longer living, but actually is you.
Yeah, because all the groups I mentioned and plus Dead have helped me with my daily life and what I deal with listening to their music.
Dude, you don't realize like you are constantly played in this freaking house that my daughter is into your shit.
Well, that means more than you know, honestly.
Like his biggest fan, like from the very first, as soon as she seen him, was my 9-year-old. She's like, "You got it, Daddy." And then he goes off and then like for her birthday, and he like does a whole little video for her. And Jesus Christ, she thought she died and went to heaven. She kept playing that motherfucker over and over and over. And my wife's like, "It's enough, honey. You've heard it for the 50,000 fucking times."
They're like, "I want to hear it 150 more times."
In every room of the house, because he said it on every TV, radio, speaker, phone, tablet.
All of our 4 kids, when they hear it or just headbang into it, they love it.
My 6-year-old, he has learned how to headbang. I don't know where he got that from. And having the show on like YouTube or whatever, and it's like playing through, and he's just like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck?" I'm like, "Holy crap!"
Raising them right.
I can't wait to release the new album. It's gonna be sick. The new album.
Your turn.
Your turn, Sage.
Oh, I definitely was gonna say Chester, Kurt, and Dimebag Darrell.
Oh, Dimebag, yes. Nice choice.
Shit, Cliff Burton.
See, mine would be Aaron from the lead singer from
Stain.
Stain. Ivan from Five Finger Death Punch.
Oh, dude, no.
The reason why I like Ivan, especially because what he just did at the concert not too long ago.
I know, but
caught it, that he actually stopped somebody from physically being abused and would not continue the concert until they were fine.
Well, every lead singer has done that at one point or another.
Like, I barely even hear about it for most of the newer up and coming artists. And my other favorite, like, heavy metal rock artist would have to be Chris Motionless for Motionless in White. Because he's had such an optical, his voice is just like,
Yeah, he is a good dude. I got to meet him as well. He's a fucking awesome dude. Ivan used to be cool when he used to live here in Denver before fucking Five Finger. Like, back in the Ghost Machine Motograder days. Like, he was fucking coolest dude ever.
So you're saying he's changed?
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole. Like, he acts like you don't even fucking exist anymore, honestly, as a fan. And it sucks, because we were on me and my brother were on, because he was one of my vocal idols during Motograder days. Like,
if I had to replace Ivan, I would automatically replace him with Tommy Vex, who used to be the lead singer for Bad Wolves.
yeah. Yep. Tommy's been in a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Like, I swear
his
he
voice
just
is
starts a
incredible. I
band
think
and-
the only reason why Bad Wolves got famous at all is because of Tommy's influence.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of stuff on social media, like, what the fuck is happening here? Why?
Well, he got banned. He got blacklisted from like the United States for like 3 months.
Yeah.
Because his political beliefs. And what he was saying, he was getting information from somebody on the inside of the government, exactly what was going to happen, and was telling his fans because he cares about us. And he got in trouble because he did that.
Yeah.
Because everything he said that was going to happen happened to a T on the same exact date, the same exact time, the same exact way.
Well,
So his
That's
record
just crazy.
label wrote him off. Radio stations were trying to cancel him. And then the band is now trying to say that he was physically and emotional abusive, and they're full of shit. They're pissed off because all their fan following did not stay with him. They followed Tommy because Tommy was true to his shit. He didn't back up because he got famous. He kept it real with everyone.
Isn't that nice when people do that?
Keep it real, most definitely. So the next
So
question
rare.
musically. Now this
And I'm chopped liver again.
you're chopped liver again this time. You're not getting it. I already know what you're gonna say.
Who?
Is it bitten
Huh?
liver?
Who?
Anything
The
that's
who?
in pink.
Who?
No.
Been on
What's your
stage.
three?
Who?
Alice Cooper, David Bowie, and Freddie.
Yes.
Freddie Mercury. Yeah.
See, he said David Bowie for me tonight. So.
All right. So
There you
now,
go. Bowie's
now
still coming.
so now the question is, if you can have anybody you want right there in front of you to ask them any question you ever wanted in your house, you get to choose 3 people from any music genre. Who would they be? Starting with Dead.
It's gonna take a while.
Okay, you want us to come back to you?
Yeah.
All right, start off with Caleb. And Caleb's already got it floating on his head. He has to do this.
Oh yeah, I do. I'm just like, because I know exactly. I had to answer a similar question on Build the Scene a couple weeks ago, and my answer has not changed. Okay, so there's this band from the 70s. They're still around, called The Residents, and not a lot of people know who they are.
I do.
But The Residents, awesome. If you do, kudos. Points to you. The Residents were actually the first masked band. You know, everybody's like, was it Slipknot or Mushroom Head? No, it wasn't either. It was The Residents back in the 70s. Yeah, it was totally The Residents. And to this day, they're still the one masked band. Nobody knows who the fuck they are. So I want The Residents in my house right now, and I want to say, bitch, who are you? Take off your mask. I have to know. I know what Corey Taylor looks like. I know what Waylon Revis looks like. I know what every member of Slipknot and Mushroom Head and Guar and all these motherfuckers look like. Who are you? And why? Okay.
So 2 more.
Stepping off my. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's a band. So
It still counts.
my house is getting crowded. Okay, two more. Okay. All right. Shit. Okay. I just looked over at my CD collection. This guy's dead. His name is Mark Sandman. He had a band called Morphine in the early 90s.
Yeah.
You ever heard of Morphine?
Oh, yeah.
Great band. I don't know. They're one of my favorite bands, one of my biggest musical, like the jazzier side of NZ. They are the biggest influence on that side of the sound. And so I don't know. I actually didn't discover their music until after Mark Sandman had passed away. So I don't even know what I'd ask him. He just has this really mellow, soothing ass voice. I mean, I might even just hand him the phone. He's like Morgan Freeman. You know what I mean? It's just like you hand him the phone book. You're like, will you read that, please?
You're going to take a left at the road.
Or here's an instruction booklet to my stereo.
Yeah.
I don't care. Just speak, please. I just need to hear your voice right now. Okay, and one more. Let's see. Any genre. Probably Tom Waits. Because I feel like that motherfucker and I could sit there and just bounce puns back and forth for hours. Tom Waits reminds me a lot of my father, actually. They have a similar sardonic sense of humor. And Tom Waits is a big musical hero of mine too. So yeah, I would want to talk to Tom Waits just so we could sit there and just like say really sardonic, sarcastic, like nihilistic shit. That's funny.
So really amazing picks. Dad, are you ready yet? You want to skip on?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see. Buddy Holly.
Ooh.
Actually, everybody that was on that plane the day the music died. I think that would be just because they were each in their own way, right, like, eccentric, like Big Bopper and Richie Valens and shit.
Johnny Cash was almost on that plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost a bet. It was a coin toss.
Yep. That coin toss saved his life.
Damn.
Let's see. Mindless self-indulgence.
Oh, nice. That's a good pick.
They destroy your house, though, dude.
I don't give a fuck. It'd be worth it.
My God.
That'd be memories like hell, dude. Fucking Jimmy urine and shit.
You'd be hosing literal. Yeah, you'd be hosing literal urine probably off your fucking walls.
Yeah. Like they always put on a good fucking show. Fucking.
They bring them to you in a cage.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let them out only 30 minutes at a time. Don't let them get wet. Don't let them eat cheese after midnight.
And another band when I started first getting into the local scene when I was about 15, 16, there was a group called, they were known as the Onlys back then, but now they're known as the Rosedales. Because they do like 50s horror rock, kind of.
Oh.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome. Like, I've always been a fan of those guys. They're based actually in Chicago.
Cool.
They actually toured on with Misfits and stuff like that. And they're another one that I would like to meet because they're kind of idols as well to me.
So how about you, Sage? We heard Dead's amazing.
Mine would be
Hardy.
Korn, Aaliyah, and Slipknot.
All right.
Oh.
I meant every one of those except for one.
Now she has to get. Now she has to fit Margot's 3 in there. Whatever.
Yeah, you got a 9-piece, a 5-piece, and Aaliyah.
Right.
Sorry.
The first one I'm going to go with, even though they're no longer alive, is Aretha Franklin. I Prevail and Motionless in White.
Ooh.
I love the range of all of these choices.
Right.
Sean Kudo.
One artist that very few people actually know about, Antonio Banderas, Carlos Santana, and Jimi Hendrix.
Yay!
So he's going to be stoned and on acid.
Right.
He's gonna be high in the box.
And feeling some soulful ass guitar licks.
I mean,
Fuck, some of the best guitar players in the world in that motherfucker.
You got fucking Jimi Hendrix, then you got fucking Carlos Santana, both in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Then you got fucking Antonio Banderas, who very few fucking people actually know he's a musician at the same time.
Oh, yeah, man.
Desperado.
Robert Rodriguez's Mexican trilogy, he was really playing all that. Yeah, he played every that's really him playing all that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
kind of match. He kind of goes off of what I was going to say because actually one of the songs that the first time I actually noticed that he's singing was you guys are going to laugh because you guys know I run the underground show and all the shit I have. So I'm going to go into opera with you guys.
All right, let's go.
One of the people I would love to meet in person would be Sarah Bright.
Fucking A, yeah.
The reason why is because she looks the same. I swear to God, this woman's a vampire. And her voice, when you hear her singing, I don't care. That's the one artist you just go in tune with. You just can't turn away from her.
Especially in Repo.
Like the best songs what got me into her was her rock opera that she was doing when she ended up starting out with that movie. What was it?
Repo, the Genetic Opera.
Yep. And it
I
also
love that fucking movie.
Right.
Oh,
And the Devil's
think
Carnival.
about it, it also had the librarian from Buffy, and they're
Yep.
singing it as well. And so to hear all them different actors from different like scenes and movies that you grew up on doing this type of play, then you got the guy from Sopranos in there. I mean, you know, now you got
he
the
was so
Mafia, you got the guy from Buffy, you got
Yeah.
you got Giles, you got Paris Hilton with her face falling off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was like the best movie
You
ever.
got, and Ogre from Skinny Puppy
Yeah.
plays one of the brothers. Yeah, him and Bill Moseley.
Because Ogre plays the devil in the Devil's Carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I heard that. I want to see that. And isn't Clown in that too?
Oh,
Yeah, he is.
You're actually
and
Yeah.
Ivan.
I plan on playing
okay.
some of the songs from Devil's Carnival at Twisted Gardens. I'm trying to get permission.
Awesome. Okay.
Then
Yeah,
there's also
I've seen Repo many times, but I haven't seen Devil's Carnival yet.
Yep,
But I
the
was
first
it
and
was
second
my
Devil's
favorite
Carnival
one
is pretty
Scorpion.
awesome.
Scorpion and the Green Frog.
awesome.
But like that would be my first artist. So it would be Sarah Brightman, who, if you guys didn't know, sung with Antonio Banderas. They actually did a cover together.
Yep.
He did the male part for Phantom of the Opera.
Yep.
Oh wow. I bet that's incredible.
Yes, like it just that's the first time I ever heard him sing. So I'm like, holy shit. There's the Masked Zorro actually doing something.
Well, you know, a lot of actors are also musicians because, and I can just tell you this from having been an actor, it pays to have that skill in the theater world because of musicals. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, half of my vocal training actually comes from having done musicals. That's half of the reason I can sing. You know, so like a lot of us, we learn how to play an instrument or we learn to sing because as an actor, it actually makes you more marketable. So yeah, a lot of actors, even if they don't use it, have that skill. But a lot of them, like you got Antonio and Keanu Reeves go start bands and shit. You know,
Fucking Johnny Depp.
Sarah Brightman would be my first pick because of her vocals. Now, the next, I don't know the name of the artist, but have you ever watched the movie Fifth Element?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The opera
Okay, now, do
scene?
you guys remember the opera scene?
Yeah.
Yeah. That actress.
That actress and the voice. Jesus Christ, I would love to have in my house.
Yes.
Now you got Sarah Brightman and her. So shit's about to go off the chain.
Yeah.
And what's you think? Everybody can make fun of me for this, but I choose Meatloaf.
Whatever, dude.
Oh, dude, Meatloaf was
I would
badass.
do anything for love. But
Like,
I won't
the reason why I
do
wanted to
that.
because all his music videos went into such detail about the story. It kept you coming back and looking deeper into the song each and every time you.
Yeah.
Do you actually know what that
if
song's
I couldn't
about?
choose Meatloaf, I would most definitely choose Michael Jackson for the same factor. All the time he put into his music videos to tell a story, not just through his music, to have people visually understand it as well. Because like
Michael Jackson.
out of all songs by Michael Jackson, everybody says "Man in the Mirror," blah blah blah. But my favorite song by him is "Ghost,"
Yeah.
where he's in the mansion.
I mean,
and that whole song,
dude,
there's no music in that. The only time there's music in it is certain points. The rest of that's made by body movements.
Yeah, he was, dude. He reinvented the music video. He reinvented what it could be. You know, like
He brought the cinematic
Thriller.
value to it.
Yeah, well, and he's still probably the biggest influence on the way I do my music videos. That's why I do shit like Broken Machine Blues, like where it tells the story. It's because I grew up on Michael Jackson videos.
Shit, Moonwalker.
Another thing that everybody knows about is Prince too. He put all of his time. They just did a documentary on him not too long ago. That
He was amazing.
Left Eye, right?
He would go down and to like this vault that he had in his basement that he would just call his people up and just have them come over 2-3 o'clock in the morning and just rip an album out and stick it in the vault and nobody ever heard it.
Not only that, but he was one of the only artists that actually truly owned his own shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pioneered that even being a thing, you know? Well, and it was because on the earliest recordings, and a lot of people don't know this is why Trent Reznor chose to do this with 9 Inch Nails. Prince played all the instruments on his early recordings, which is why Trent Reznor did it that way. You know, that was who he took the inspiration from. So he was like, bitch, this is all me.
Right.
I'm gonna own all of this because you didn't do any of it, I did. And then everybody kind of went, "Oh yeah, that makes sense."
Yeah. Wait, we can
Thank
do
you,
that?
Prince.
We can do that, right?
We can do that. We can do that. We can do that. And now we all own our shit. Thank you, Prince.
Yep.
So I really came across a new page that's coming up where there's music people from opera on there that's trying to have their music seen and reviewed like everyone else, and I just thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because that's, to be honest, that type of music, if you're gonna want to hear opera and that type of stuff, I try to keep that more on Twisted Gardens. But this weekend I was still going through emotions, and you guys were coming with me. No, I mean, that's all there was to it.
Every genre has an audience, though, man, and
Does.
every genre has a place too. You know,
That
emotionally.
opera singer's name is Invamula Takio.
Enzamoyo
She's
Takio?
Yeah. It's hard to say.
Enzamoyo
Yeah.
Takio.
So I have a question.
It's hard to read.
Enzamoyo Takio.
If you could choose one female artist
Oh,
to be right in front of you to answer all your questions on command, who would it be?
Jesus Christ.
Let me start with the girls, Dad.
Shirley Manson from Garbage.
Ooh.
I ain't got one.
You don't got a few. I'm gonna tell Sepsis that. Sepsis, you heard him. He's
I don't listen to many-
Just
Or
set up
Blood
for
Lilith.
failure.
or Blood of Lilith. He
See,
said
I'm
that was
just
really good.
getting- yeah, but I'm just getting into like the female
Or
artists
Dying
and
Oath.
stuff. Yeah.
I mean,
OTEP.
OTEP.
Butcher Babies.
Well, I haven't heard them yet.
Rain, Acid Rain, Blackberry. I can go on and on.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck my life.
Spirit Box.
My main playlists are
Actually, Spirit Box would be another
You're a
one.
wiener fest.
yeah.
You need to involve some femininity in your shit, bitch. That's
But
what
if I
your
were to
emotional
actually
problem is.
knuckle down and have to actually say one person,
Yeah.
it would actually have to be Alina.
Who?
Alina.
Aaliyah.
Oh.
Yeah, Aaliyah.
She died in a plane accident.
Mm-hmm.
Welcoming
Queen of the Damned.
Queen of the Damned.
She was a hell of an artist, though.
Yep.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so that'd be your one female. So Sage, what would be your one female?
my one female would be Janis Joplin.
Why?
Her being so strong voiced, and the one song that I first remember listening to was You're So Vain. And then I literally, beside of like dead music, like applying that to my daily life of, you probably think this song is about you, and she's such a strong female voice, and this woman's like only like that big. And it's like, where the hell did that come from? Good God. But she had like a major freaking influence, and pretty much like, it's almost like she was a role model for people that were only that big and being like, hey, like, it don't matter if I'm this big, like, it comes from all up in here.
So how about for you, Ray?
Amy Lee.
Amy Lee from Evanescence.
Yep.
Why?
Well, because
Which is hot.
What?
besides that,
What the fuck? It's like, why?
She's
because
fucking hot, dude.
I love her
Fucking
music
hot.
and I respect her as an artist, and her music, like Dez and everybody else's that I've talked about in the past, has really helped me.
It puts you in the goddamn feelings because it's like, oh,
Yeah,
here's
that when Rain is drunk, and she don't think nobody's watching her, she sounds just like Amy Lee.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
She can sing it right on pitch.
fucking heard it.
When she's drunk, oh my god. It's like,
I can't drink no
who the
more.
fuck is that singing? I know it's not you.
Well, now we know.
So, the question before you left and came back was, if you could choose one female artist to be right there in
Yeah.
front of you, you can get to know who and why.
I think right now I'd probably have to say Halsey. I've recently gotten into her music because, you know, she worked with 9 Inch Nails on her most recent album. They did all the music production.
Not only that, but she comes from like
So,
a
of
punk
course,
background too, like punk rock background.
yeah, she does. She does come from a punk rock, especially electronic
Yeah.
rock background. Like her first album, Badlands, is the collaboration with 9 Inch Nails. If you listen to Badlands, actually makes perfect sense. Her next 2 albums, while they're still really good, I can tell that there was pressure from the label and the people that work around her to kind of mainstream it up a little bit. You know, they're a little poppier. They're still excellent. But one thing that is consistent through her albums, and I've listened to all 4 of them multiple times, is that she still treats an album like an album. And especially for someone in her age group, that's rare to have an artist that sees an album as a cohesive artistic statement, the same way you would a novel or a film. That's the school of music I come from, and I miss it.
Right.
In fact, the whole reason that I am drip releasing the 2 albums I'm working on now is not because, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's a singles saturated market. You pretty much have to release singles every 30 to 60 days now. But it's a compromise on my part in a way that I can still release singles, but release it as a cohesive album. And the thing I actually like about it is it forces people to listen to it in order without skipping.
Right. Because you don't have to release the
singles
singles in order.
Yeah, well, you don't, but I am. I am releasing them in order because I want it heard in order. And I know I don't trust people to listen to it in order otherwise. And I would. I'm that kind of person. I put an album on and I don't care if the phone rings. I don't care if my leg's on fire. We're not doing anything until that thing is done. We're not skipping around. Take your fucking hand away from my forward button. Quit skipping tracks, especially halfway through one, even when the song's not even fucking over yet. I'm like, especially if you in my car.
Fuck yeah.
There are two people that can touch my radio. Me and one other person. And not even my own children is one of these people.
Oh. Is it the baby? But no.
No, it's not the baby.
So, she's a really, really good choice. She's also very strong. Yeah, I do agree with you on her music talent. The way she tells stories, how people connect. The music videos and how much detail she goes into. Because if you pay attention to some of her songs, she's literally calling out the industry on their bullshit.
Oh, big time, man. Big time.
And throwing it in their face, and she keeps being positive. So definitely, I agree that, it's really good. Because she's also done songs with Youngblood as well. They done like 5 songs together.
And Machine Gun Kelly and...
she's done a lot of songs with the drummer that does a lot with Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh.
She's done a couple songs with him already this year. She's supposed to be doing a song, Will Smith's daughter Willow, that's supposed to be coming out.
I've heard that. She's kind of like every dresser.
Oh no, he's doing it again.
You went in that part of the house again.
Yep.
The dead part.
You're
You're in the haunted part, Caleb.
You're in the haunted spot.
I'm in the.
You're almost there.
My phone is dying.
White noise.
So his phone is dying. Crap.
Yep. It's dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
Oh.
Maybe. I think he's plugging this in.
Run to a charger. Nope, dead.
No.
No, he died.
So, the artist I would choose, I kind of have an issue because I want to choose 2 people. The reason why is because Ash Nico. Oh my Jesus fucks. The statements that she tells, and she actually owns her own music, and so she's able, she's able to have all the artistic rights to it to say what she wants to say. Like Jesus, she's also done dares where she's eating the world's hottest pepper while singing a song about clit. I mean, drooling and puking, or getting her shit waxed while singing another song. Without missing the tone. So I like how she does a lot of funny shit, but she stays up with her fans. She's more interactive. She still counts her fans as family, and that every holiday, like Halloween, if you paid attention since she's began, there's always going to be a brand new video on Halloween. So I like how she sticks to traditions. But at the same time, who I would like to choose for a woman artist also would have to be the lead singer of shit. I just had it in my head. Luna Coil, the female singer. They sung songs like "Our Truth" and stuff like that. I love the struggles that she's went through. She's told everyone, and how she's got to where she is in the music industry. And she's been in there for like what, 20 years or more.
Yeah, at least.
I mean, and she started off as a mixed girl who was starting in a heavy metal band when heavy metal wasn't all that cool, especially for females to be jumping in the genre when she did. And the way they make it sound is that it can go from completely hard and thrashing to almost like harmonizing like you're in the fucking church. So you get confused. That's why I would choose her as another artist. So, what you guys think so far of the show? Hopefully you guys are enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead has gaming. Dead's going to be gaming tonight, guys, over on Shadow Squad.
Christina Scabia is the
Christina.
lead singer from Lacuna Coil.
Thank you for that.
Yep.
So Dead's going to be gaming on Shadow Squad right after we're done. What are you playing tonight for them? For the female friend in Valkyrie Sunday?
I don't know. I think I might. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. I've been stuck on Alien and Predator, so.
Yeah, female Predator and stuff. I like the graphics in the game, so definitely, if you guys are into some more gaming, go over and check him out. Most definitely. He's also going to be taking over a couple odd days, and I'm taking over the days he took over this week coming up. So you'll get a different flavor of type of gaming styles and what we play.
Really want to do fucking Luna, fucking get that working right, because every time I try to go online with it, fucking record it, it just glitches out. It sucks. Because it's actually a really good service.
So I know for Twitch Monday we're going to end up playing Pokemon Shield.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have all the fucking Pokemon games on my
I do too.
Game Boy.
And then Tuesday, which you normally would have Dead gaming, I'm going to be gaming on our Adventure Day. We're going to be deep diving into the world of Skyrim.
Ugh.
Or it's either going to be Skyrim. Well, let's leave it up to the fans. You can either have Skyrim or you can have the new Valhalla Assassin's Creed.
Valhalla!
Shoot, I got both of those games. Well, you try to trap me into hopping on.
Plus, not only that, Shooter Saturdays is not only going to be playing Call of Duty with Mr. Sean Kuda, but we're also going to be playing games like Destiny 2 and Dying Light. He's going to be joining me on certain days. Don't forget, we also have this Friday coming up, King of the Week, an invite for anybody who wants to go ahead and challenge me. I'm the King of the Week. I whipped his ass. If it's a cross-platform game that we can get on, I will definitely try to see if I have that game. Convene with me. This is an open challenge to anybody watching, including my own team. If you think you got skill that I can get on the same game as you and spank that ass, by all means, send the invite.
Got
Can someone
skills.
play Ninja Gaiden?
I got skills.
Ninja Gaiden.
I haven't played Ninja Gaiden since fucking N64.
Dude, I was just about to be dropping the money for that.
The only game I won't play against you is Minecraft. I have evolved past blocks games, so I like games with graphics.
No 8-bitters. Unless it's old school Turtles and shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or or Double Dragon, or the old Street Fighter.
Right.
By all means, if you think you got skills, I got Injustice 2. That's a famous fighting game. That has all the characters from Marvel,
Ninja Turtles.
DLC. Yeah, and they also have some Marvel characters too.
Hellboy.
Yep. We also have Mortal Kombat 11 you can try. I also got Soul Calibur 5. I also have the newest Soul Calibur. I have Killer Instincts, the brand new one.
That one, dude, I played that with my girl. That one's badass, dude.
Yeah, like I have the full game package and everything like that. So Call of Duty 1-on-1. I have no problem shooting you in the head. Or I'll be nice and I'll use the knife the whole time.
I believe beta's open up again for the new Vanguard Call of Duty.
So if nobody issues a challenge, he's gonna have to retake the challenge on Soul Calibur.
He's just losing over and over again.
I have to have my whipping pool somewhere. He is our bitch in a box.
Are we doing recycled boxes?
But this is an open challenge. If you win King of the Week, this is what's going to happen. From Btmx, we're going to take you as a gamer, and we'll help you, give you free promotion for your Twitch page. We'll put you on all our platforms. We'll invite you to a show like this, and basically make sure your name is getting out there, and our viewers are seeing you for how amazing you are. So it's an open challenge to anybody who thinks they can take that ass whooping. Did you not see what happened to him in NK11?
No,
Yes, I did.
It was nasty.
That was an annihilation.
You didn't give nobody a chance to fucking
I gave him a chance. I gave him mercy.
You kept giving him mercies, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
That's just a dick move, dude. It's like, I'm gonna act like I'm nice, but in all reality, I'm just gonna fuck with you.
So I can get that brutality.
Yeah.
Hot as the weasel. We did the King of the Hill tonight game the other night. I got tired of playing, so I lost on purpose. I'm like, Jesus, fuck,
Right.
take
Yeah.
this. I'm hungry now. It's been 5 hours.
Take this. Ugh.
The only one who beat me was my wife.
That's brutal.
Officially, I was trying to beat that bitch's ass, and she just murdered me. It was awful. She did me dirty. I'll never think of Melina the same.
Fucking just bent you over dry, huh?
So there's one person who can beat me. And I don't have to feel bad. Like that's what pissed me off about when we had certain Shadow Squad game leaders and shit. Because I had to lose to make them look good.
Yeah. Why?
Then I'd whip their ass the rest of the time.
I wouldn't care. I'd fucking.
That's who I felt bad again.
I mean, you couldn't show a little teeny bit of mercy, like just a little bit, like this.
Fuck that.
Ball hair.
My whole thing is, how am I supposed to show mercy if people are going to talk shit? Oh, I'm going to whoop your ass. And then smack, dead. What happened?
He has a point.
He does have a point.
Yeah. You're going to talk shit. Be like,
This
well,
ain't no fucking participation trophy bullshit.
Or what is it? Oh, make this match quick.
Okay.
Pow. He's dead. Fatality.
Like, what happened? You didn't even get to choose your character and you already died.
I even get, like, every match I give somebody mercy.
Right.
Wow.
Just because you get the extra points for it, and they have that slight glimmer of hope, which doesn't turn out to be shit.
Not only that, if you guys got to pay attention and do that, you have to do it 100 times because there's a certain thing that you need to open up the graveyard further with it.
Yep. There is.
I would show you my graveyard, but there's no reason. I have the whole entire graveyard unlocked. Like, you'd be walking around in circles. I already got everything.
Oh shit. Oops.
So yeah, so we have that gaming. So we'll try not to kill you. Oh, you're downloading something.
No, we're good. I just
Okay.
I'm gonna play the commercial for this Friday.
Okay. So don't forget that we also have an amazing interview coming up that I'm going to make up to these amazing people. Thank them for, understanding what I was going through, and still going to be a part of it. So we have Blood of the Beloved coming on the Underground show this week with DJ Draxus. DJ Draxus will be back this week, and so we have an interview with them. We're in the process of trying to get an interview for Unleashing the Best with JJ Hollow. It just depends on how busy he is. I know that we end up going into Wednesday with Dead live show. So basically that's a live concert every single time you watch.
No.
Don't ask questions like him to take off his mask. That's very it's not right. That's who he is. So that if he sees that, he's going to end the show because just out of respect for himself. No hard feelings towards anyone. It's just that's how it goes.
Yes,
But if you want to have an amazing live concert, enjoy amazing music from this man, definitely come over on Wednesday and watch us. Which he will also be gaming that night, doing our Nightmare Wednesday. So that's games evolved around like nightmares and like, scary shit. So you guys can see what he had in store for you then.
Outlast. That's one game I haven't played yet.
We have Btmx this week, which is going to be on 5 p.m. Eastern time. Definitely on Thursday. Don't want to miss it. She's got an amazing stylist. She's going to be showing you guys on top of doing some photo shoots that she's going to be releasing. And then Thursday night, you get to deal with Dead again because you guys get to do some retro gaming with him over on Shadow Squad. And then we run into Friday with our beautiful girls right here from Soul Snatchers, Rain and Sage, telling people where to stick it.
Yeah.
With their bitch cookie. You know,
With their bit cookies.
this is how the cookie crumbles, bitch. Don't go there. You know,
Bit
type shit.
cookies.
And then because you get Sage's head. So, you know, when you're watching the Soul Snatchers, she's just stuck doing this when she's getting pissed.
I don't really look extra pissed, do I?
Sometimes when you get into the emotion of the topic,
Yeah.
or you have like dumb fucks fucking with you, or people running away.
Okay. I accidentally let it slip out, but I tried to curb that emotion, but sometimes it's just like bam.
Hey, but we'd rather see raw emotion than you being fake. That's what makes you guys special. Don't forget that Margot is still fucked. I'm gonna be making her thing later on this week. I'm gonna ask Dead for one of his songs. He thinks fits the video. If it gets over 200 shares, she's gonna go ahead and wax her armpit. On Sage is gonna wax Rain's armpit with hot oil.
Ooh.
Gonna rip the hair off of her armpit on live on Soul Snatchers because she doesn't think that she'll hit 200.
Are you letting it grow out? We should have her grow it out.
Yeah, she has to grow it out, no trimming. From this point out, no trimming. You have to go like a caveman. Yeah, yeah, you gotta let it go. Let it go. Let
It's
it
gonna be
go.
the screaming arm peach.
No, you gotta take it like a man.
I know I look like one, but I'm not one.
Are we talking about braiding length or at least just a little bit?
Like, it has to be kind of burly, like my beard.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
That's a lot of burliness, man.
You're gonna have to
I
deal
have
with
to
it.
look like this. Oh shit! So she can feel how much you love her. If it gets 400 likes, Sage will do it slow. For every 200 likes, to pass 200 is how long Sage gets to take her time while pulling it off.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is to prove to her that she's always being seen. She's not just in the background. That she's a strong, beautiful woman. We're not just doing this to torture her, to make her understand that she is beautiful and she needs to speak up a lot more during her shows.
That's right. It's a painful realization.
Because the last 3 times who got fucked was Sage. Now it's don't feel bad because Sean Kiddo is next.
Firecrackers in a box.
He gets the hot wing challenge.
Ooh.
That's not a fucking challenge for me, dude. I used to do that on a daily.
Sticking them up your ass?
No.
I was gonna say ghost peppers.
That's a hospital trick.
Hey, I just heard it from Draxus, all right? I don't ask
Yeah.
questions.
So what we're gonna do is just hot sauce a whole turkey and just
Shove it up his
we're
ass.
gonna make it you're fucking.
Just ease it in. Just ease it in.
Or that one chip
Hey,
challenge.
bitch,
Supposed to be
hey.
the hottest chip in the world.
Right, where the hell do you get that chip from?
I don't know.
I'm gonna put a chick flick tattoo on his ass too. He's not selling chicken.
But no, there's this thing I've been seeing on TikTok. It's one chip, and it's supposed to be the hottest chip in the world. This tortilla chip is literally black.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, that's fuck that shit.
Well, we also got other news that one of our models wants to come do a hot food challenge with Mr. Sean Kudo over here soon for everyone to see as well. So they're gonna do like the ghost peppers and.
Nah, not a great idea. 'Cause I've eaten all the way up to
The phantom pepper.
Huh?
The phantom pepper.
My stomach is burning. Just
I've had
The
thinking.
grim, the reaper.
There's one other pepper that I've had, and most people they'll even tell you after they've eaten it is it's called the Count Dracula pepper. Okay, it literally is a black pepper when it's fully ripe, and it is so fucking hot that literally it can take your breath away.
Literally goes through your system in less than 2.5 seconds.
Ooh, and you still have intros?
No, he's gonna be shitting out his intestines. Like,
But no, they want to do a hot food challenge. Plus, we're also, since they want to go ahead and do this, they're gonna have dumb moments. So, you guys are gonna help choose the drink. They don't get to see it. They get the straw through the box, and that's what they're gonna get.
Ooh.
And let's see if they can name what's right. And what's reasonable is whatever the fans say.
bird
This will be
saliva.
happening. This event will be happening. The drink event will be happening at October 29th at our Halloween fucking massacre.
Ooh, you're gonna massacre the bells.
Don't forget that Sarah is the proud winner of Miss Sage for that day. Her free will is now fucking being fucked by Sarah if she wants her to be. You belong to her. So she just tells you have to dress up like the Michelin Man. You better grab some toilet paper.
Or white tires.
I need some spray paint and just stuff my shirt with a whole bunch of stuff and be like, just paint the whole shirt white, or hell, get a white shirt. Fuck it.
So
White shirt is like poof poof.
So, with her armpit being ripped off, so when that's due, when you guys get to hear the final countdown, is also at October Halloween Massacre. So Rain's punishment will be served there as well.
Hell.
That helps you remember that Halloween Massacre is going to be coming out this week. Are we almost ready to release all the posters and stuff we have?
Yeah, almost. We just gotta make finalizations on who's gonna be there.
Okay. So we're almost done in the final parts of what artists want to be there. That also comes for any up-and-coming artists. If you think you can perform online, you want to be part of our show, let us know on our Facebook page. We will get back to you as soon as we possibly can, and we'll add you to the roster. So far, we already have artists like DEADDREAMZ himself. We're also going to have a surprise visit from Professor Valine, who is all, lyrical deity. We're also going to have Emma Rose performing for us. If everything goes okay, we got Caleb, and he's going to be performing with his amazing band, MZMZ. Who else?
We also have Steve.
Steve is going to be
Vegas.
And Vegas Bill. So for the roster's pretty good. And then on top of, Rain getting tortured, him not being able to remember his name, let alone know what he dressed up as. And we'll record everything that's happening too, even a past live show, just in case something fucked up happens because the drink which you guys provided for him, you guys know every little detail. So this show is going to go live for almost 24 hours.
Well, it's going to be fucking a massacre for damn right.
So we're going to end up making a thing just for this event. As soon as we do our finalizations, this event will be able to be shared out. Understand when you go to our Facebook page, our events are all our shows all week long. If you like it and you think there's somebody you should know wants to be there, definitely that's the way to go about it, is go to our events. Soon you'll be able to come over straight to our webpage. We're in the process of still building that because we want it to be perfect. We want no flaws in it, and we want you to be able to see what we actually got to offer besides just here on Facebook. We are so grateful that we're almost so close to 5,000 followers over here on Facebook. Thank you guys so much. We're also rising over on YouTube at 131 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for that. That means a lot. Some people, that number is small to us, and it means a lot. That means that you guys are liking what we're doing. Another thing is we want to give you a shout out for everybody watching over on Twitch as well. You guys got us up to 100 subscribers. We just need more people watching and being more interactive. If you guys like what you're seeing, hopefully you can catch it when we're live. The shows normally stay at the same hours unless there's something going on. So I definitely want to, let you guys know. Thank you so much for having us reach 100 followers. We do follow back every person that's an up-and-coming gamer. We do share your guys' content over in Shadow Squad because we want everyone to be singing with us, not just ourselves. A new feature has been added to Shadow Squad when I am in control of it. I don't know if Dad will adapt to this, but what I do is I've chose NZMZ for this week for myself. We're going to choose one up-and-coming artist. We're going to play their music videos before every show. So not only are you getting amazing gaming, but you're also getting to see a brand new person's face and get to hear a part of their story and their music. So that's another reason why we're doing that. Soul Snatchers, after this week, will be actually back to being open to the public. If you want to come on the show and talk with them at any time, as long as you don't cross their boundaries, well, you're welcome to their show. So we'll keep that open. The girls will be dropping the links for that throughout their show so they can become more communicative and interactive with you at all times. Now, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube and you want to be able to talk to them the same way, all you have to do is mention it in the comments. They'll drop you guys a link right there as well because it's public knowledge. A lot of our shows are going to be opening back up to the public like that because we want you guys to know how important and how amazing you guys are. And we're so proud to have such a following in such a short time the way we do. What did you guys think about hearing our stats? Like,
we're actually coming up a lot.
Yeah.
I'm hella proud people are actually sharing and subscribing and actually paying attention instead of being like, oh my God, it's y'all. Why?
Dad, how do you feel?
Well, I come from a business aspect, like, 'cause I don't plug myself. I don't do it. You guys do that for me, like all of you. Like,
Yeah.
because I don't do it. I could easily, but I'm not like that. Compared to the numbers that we were exactly a year ago, we have since tripled what we were a year ago. Same with Look, even 9 months ago. Like, there's a reason why we do the things we do. Like, we try to bring you guys content that, to escape this fucking reality. That's why our tagline is break your mold, because we are willing to help out anybody, that's willing to put in the work and time and effort that the rest of us have. Like, we don't ask that much from anybody, we just don't be a cocksucker. Because, I mean, to be honest, just don't be a cocksucker. There's a difference between being cocky and a cocksucker. Don't be a cocksucker. Like, because
the girls would be really proud too. Because look at them before we did the reboot.
Yeah.
I mean, you finally joined heads. Look at the girls now. They came up from nothing. Now they're almost at 990 followers of their own, on top of the fans that they have here at Btmx, who has actually followed them over to their own page so they can get one-on-one connection. And yes, they're going to be getting better at responding to you, but you got to understand they are busy as well. It's not that they're ignoring you. It's just that they're getting used to this. They never thought they were going to get this big this fast. Right. And within 7 months, they almost have 1,000 followers. They reach all ages. So obviously you guys are doing something right.
And we definitely love and appreciate people that for real actually tune into the show and pay attention and allow us to do what we do, because as you said, like, we didn't actually think we would get this far, because it's like everybody has a gimmick, and then if you're on the outside of the box looking in, like, oh, it's just some more lesbians, it's whatever. It's like, no, we're some pretty special bitches. Just like BTMX is a pretty special entity in itself that actually wants to help people instead of being like, well, where's your money? Where's your money?
That's the thing with all of us. We all care and we want everybody to succeed, and we go about it a different way.
Right.
And that's why we all here at BTMX do break our mold.
Yep.
So I heard you guys made your own page, and that's doing phenomenal as well. The last time I seen you guys already have 237 followers in your group.
Yeah.
Yes, we are forever inviting new people. Even I think friends are inviting friends, and they're inviting more friends. So we're also inviting more people.
But I also set up this thing that I found out it's a new feature. When they follow the Soul Snatcher page, they automatically get an invite to follow the Soul Snatcher group.
Oh, so that's really nice. So it's awesome. And if you guys don't know about their group, definitely go check it out. It was born maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's already got that type of following. So have you been able to do a lot more outreach in that, or is it still an up and coming thing?
It's still up and coming.
It's still up in the air and up and coming, but we do what we can, like our inboxes for Twitter and Instagram, like, and of course Facebook, it's always open. So if you need something, you have to let somebody know so we can attempt to help you or try to find a resource that you need.
Yeah.
What they mean by resources, that means like if you can't find something local to you on your own, let our team help you. It's not bad to get help. It's better to have knowledge than have ignorance.
Yep.
That's how we can help one another. And our team goes out of our way to make sure we get those resources if you ask for it. And another thing I want to talk about is a petition. I was thinking about having a start dead. There's a lot of companies that are just like ours who are struggling, who are up and coming, who have great mission statements and what they want to do with music, and they're not trying to profit off the music. They're trying to help up and coming artists come out, and they still get their shows muted. Anything that does with music is getting muted. I think that sometimes it's way too far, especially when I'm playing solo at desk music and I'm still getting muted, and he's my business partner. He owns the show that I'm playing.
Yeah.
And I have his written permission. I even have a contract with him, and yet I'm still getting muted on his music. I don't understand how that's possible. I think that's wrong. I think that BTMX should start a revolution. I've talked to a lot of other pages where they have the same type of show. Their music is getting muted, even though they have permission. They have the people on the shows with them, like we do, etc. They're still being muted. The voices are still being stunted. I think it's not right because music is medication.
That is true, yes.
Really is.
But that is going against an entity that has unlimited sources and money. That's kind of like taking on, let's say, it'd be like taking on Playboy. Mm-hmm. Honestly.
Yeah, but how many of us are there compared to just one entity?
Depends on who that entity owns. Or actually, no, it'd be like us taking on Disney.
Yeah. I still think there should be an open petition made so people can sign it.
I mean, we can do it, but I'm gonna warn you now. It's not gonna be easy, and it's gonna be fucking ugly.
Ain't it gonna be nice when we have our own web page, because that's where Facebook fans are gonna be going anyways.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Facebook is not longer gonna be just an information site.
Because
a couple months
after we have this petition signed by all the artists and everything else, who do we give it to? Every fucking record label?
Yep.
Okay.
I would.
Yeah, well, you know what's going to happen to that? Because this has been done before, several times.
Well, I think it's different, because a lot of things are changing this year from people speaking up. We also got an ex-president who also agrees with us on this.
Yeah, well, it's,
who owns multiple entities. Not bringing politics, that's why I won't say the motherfucker's name, but...
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things, dude. Look at Slipknot's record deal.
Yeah.
They do not make a single cent off of their record sales, and each one of their albums has gone platinum. Not one. And they signed a 7-album contract deal. They are finally going to be done with that contract after this next record. It's just like, you know, any other artist. We don't make anything off of plays or, you know, unless it's going to be like millions of plays. Because I could show you the demographic sheet on how much you get paid per play, per click.
Yeah, but for an up-and-coming artist like you who own your own stuff and we're still being muted, that's what I'm talking about.
That's
where there's no record labels involved.
I know.
Facebook is just being Facebook.
Well, that's, you know, that's why we're going to a whole nother platform.
Block, or you get somebody like Sage who's getting blocked for talking about something that's positive, but yet Facebook will allow somebody talking about hating on people or sexual content.
You know what that all comes down to?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking money.
Yeah.
Hell, I would love to play psychosocial all fucking day, but I know damn well somebody's gonna be in my ass about it. Like Facebook.
You know what I've been doing? I've been playing certain artists that I've reached out to that are bigger. They're gonna meet us anyways. Nice thing about YouTube is they actually ask you. Which is amazing too for this too as well. So for up and coming people who are now just starting to use Twitch for platforms to actually get to see one another. So definitely we're in ahead of our game. But the whole thing is like I think that petition would have a lot of signatures.
Yeah, it would. I'm not denying that.
Maybe if we get enough, maybe we can get it seen by the right people who are, because if this spreads and it actually becomes successful, there's going to be people that are successful beyond us who may agree with what we're trying to do.
Yeah, but
and put a voice to it.
You also got like, who's going to pay us? You just expect our music to go out there for free? I mean, I never got into it for the money aspect.
But it's definitely going to go that way.
Or being famous by any means.
Mm-mm.
I just wanted to get my fucking story heard and out there and fucking because.
Yeah, it's not about the money. It's about this, the music itself. So it shouldn't be. Somebody should not have the right to mute somebody. Somebody has that has legitimate permission. Like the girls played Mad Clock. They had Mad Clock, the singer, the writer, the artist, the owner of the music on their show with them, and it still got muted.
Yeah, well, that's.
I had Extra Overdose with me, an amazing gentleman, a couple weeks back at the Underground show. Amazing artist. Had him on the show, had permission from this man, played his music once, muted.
And we're not the only ones that fucking, have a problem with this. Congress and shit like that has a problem with it too because they're doing shit that they're not supposed to be doing. Like there's literally videos on YouTube where fucking, the statesman's like, well, why can't you just answer it? You're already here. And Zuckerberg's literally like, well, when we're in private, I can tell you. It's like, no. Why don't you just tell us now? Why are you going against? What makes you fucking special to be able to do this and to basically earn money off of independent artists that you don't even pay? I mean, shit, Warner Brothers claims me, and I'm not part of Warner Brothers. They claim me all the time.
That's weird.
Yeah. They sent me a contract at one point, but I denied it. Because it wasn't worth it. Because I know the first thing I would do, what would happen if I signed a contract, all this, everything that I stand for and fucking made myself as, would go away. And that's part of the stipulation. I'm not going to have somebody tell me what I can and cannot do with my music, or what I have to do or say. It's not what music is about. For a lot of us. And it sucks. Like, there's not a legitimate record deal out there anymore that doesn't fucking... It's a glorified loan. A lot of
And
people
you
can
shouldn't have to
disagree with
lose
me or
yourself
whatever
just
else,
to
but it's the
destroy
truth
her.
from my side of things, or from what I've seen in the past 25 years.
So I think that's a good idea. So that's something we'll be working on probably around November. Because we have enough going on right now.
You know, shit.
So we want to tell you guys thank you so much for showing up on a roundtable. Don't forget, we do have other special guests coming to our roundtable, like we had NZ today, Mr. Caleb. We also are going to have Jana from First Angel Media. She's actually going to be with us on next Sunday, for sure. We may end up having Mr. Goodbars, depending if he has time or not, because they've been really busy. They've been on the road. He does apologize that he couldn't make it to the show tonight. He's just tired. He's done a whole bunch of concerts, just got off the road. So I understand. So if you are an artist trying to get your music heard, Btmx is the way to go. We have shows that we promote you on. We have ways to get your albums out there. We have ways for people to notice who you are. Just got to come talk to us. We will get to you as soon as we possibly can.
And all for an incy price compared to anybody else. Weird.
You can't beat our prices.
Yeah,
anymore.
no. Nobody can beat our prices.
And we do a lot more than they will ever do for you.
We have proven.
We have proven with Lyrical Deity, which is only 2 weeks old, is almost at 800 followers. That gentleman has. He also has close to 34 subscribers already. His YouTube page wasn't born until a week ago. He already has 775 plays on Spotify. I mean, he's doing really, really well. We're just dropping 4 songs.
Right.
Yep. Also help promote and do merch too, because we do it all in house. We even do custom shit.
Which there will be a new merch video coming up in the weeks to come. So you guys can pitch on what show you like, because every show has their own merch. Not only that, Dead has his own merch. We have our own gamer merch, and stuff like that. We just have to upgrade because some of the team is no longer with us. Shit happens. Sean Kuda's symbol is staying the same, but his merch is going to be changing the way it looks as well. He's got blades going to be coming out faster than he can count within the next months to come, because now he's actually going to be able to, we're getting to a place where he's a little settled, so there's no bullshit excuses, so he can get his orders done. Now he has no bills to pay, so he can go buy tools.
Oh, he has bills to pay. There's always bills to pay.
And he's an up-and-coming business. So not only do we help with music, but we also cover business aspect as well. We cover business, we cover modeling, we cover mental health, we cover a shoulder for you to cry on if you need it. We cover the music aspect, we have the entertainment, and we also have gaming. We also have the LGBTA plus outreach as well.
The A through Z outreach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just call it what it is. Shit.
Yeah.
You have the spectrum of the gist, right?
I guess just call it the alphabet outreach.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, A, B, C. So, I want to say, guys, thank you so much for coming and spend your time with us tonight. Don't forget, thank you so much for helping us grow. We have so much more for you guys coming. We still have one new show that me and Dad are still in the concepts of finished making, that it's going to be brand new. It's going to involve some movies and some assholeness inside this. This is going to be like watching, how did you refer it to?
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
But from hell.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So if you got any horrible fucking movies, which I have plenty,
I have
watch.
155.
Yeah, it's not that hard to find them, honestly. But yeah.
And we'll also have special guests on the show, because there's some other, I know, up-and-coming actors that have already submitted their films. Like we had Lydia Manson on here, who just got done completing a horror film. If you guys don't remember who she is, definitely go check her out. She started off as a model, and then she worked her way up into the horror film industry. So definitely, we're gonna have lots of films from up and coming artists and directors as well. But we're still gonna give them we're still gonna put them to the grind. Welcome to hell, because it's gonna be with DJ Draxus and Dead.
Ooh.
On the same show, in the same chamber, with somebody's with their voices allowed to say what they like and don't like and make fun of it.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. I can't wait for that.
We haven't figured out the title yet.
Yeah,
we're almost there.
Or if we're gonna pre-record it and then just fucking, I don't know yet. It's in concept stage still, but it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, you think it's funny is showing at the underground show? Imagine that with a movie. It's gonna get dirty. It's like Captain Spaulding.
It's gonna be fucking raw as fuck.
Tutti fucking fruity.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, should we call it?
Yep. So you can go ahead and take a break before you go game it.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and ghouls, ghosts and ghouls. Later, motherfuckers. Motherfucker. It's working sometime. Maybe.
That